Hello, and welcome to another edition of Recap. I don't want to, Nora doesn't feel well, so she's laying down. I don't want to bother her. So, anyway, Dave is just getting out of work like 10 minutes ago, so he's going to join me after I start. So he says, we'll see. But anyway, we're going to discuss the UFC Vegas 50 full card after watching the weigh-ins and face-offs. Well, actually, just the face-offs. I didn't have the time. I had a busy day driving back from Connecticut. Had a lot of office work to do, so I didn't. And for those who attended this live stream last night, my full apologize if I disrespected anybody. That was I didn't. I rewatched a little bit of it today, and I think I was kind of kind of mean to some of the people in the chat. I don't know, whatever. Hey, it's not like I regret doing what I did, but I'm just apologizing if I hurt anybody, offended anybody, or went like that far. I might have, who knows? I might have said I was just blowing off on the mouth, like whatever came to mind. I had no filter, when I'm drinking. Anyway, I'm going to go through this card, and like I said, Dave just got home a little while ago, so I don't know when he's going to join me. So I'm not. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, he'll catch up. Okay, so welcome Nick Alexander and Fashion Cold Wars to the stream, and I hope a couple more people join soon. But since I'm going over these, go ahead and put in your comments and who you're taking for these fights. We're going to start with the curtain jerker. We've got the Don Tefan Nchukwi. Nchukwi. You got to say the N real fast. Nchukwi, almost like it's silent. Chukwi. Sean Shelby, or during the face-off, so they just said Chukwi. They like the N was silent. Maybe it is, but I like to say Chukwi. Taking Azamat Mirzakhanov. Now this one, I originally in my show I took Tefan Chukwi. Then I realized, well, somebody informed me, Real News MMA informed me that hey, Azamat Mirzakhanov is one of my unranked contender contest picks. So and then I started watching a little bit more. I watched some more cappers, and I was like, you know what, this guy, I know he's a tad bit older for the professional. He doesn't have nearly as much UFC experience, but this guy can bang. He's coming out of the contender series. He beat Matthias Scheffel. You know how? TKO round 1. Okay. Prior to that, he was in Brave CF, Brave Championship Fighting, I think it's called. That's in Bahrain, where he was the light heavyweight champion. Okay, by knocking out Mohammed Fakhreddin round 1. Prior to that, he was over in the United Caucasian Fight Championships in Russia, and he beat he beat Andre Muniz over there. You guys, Andre Muniz is the one that broke Jacare Souza's arm, and the dude's on a tear right now. But listen to this. This Azamat Mirzakhanov beat him in 50 seconds of round 1 back in the United Caucasian Fight Championships. So anyway, this guy is a killer. He's fighting out of the K Dojo Warrior Tribe. Ed is in Fairfield, New Jersey, predominantly Russian membership over there. There's a couple other, on the Tapology, I'm saying, I don't know about the regular people that just go to but the K Dojo Warrior Tribe on Tapology is filled with a bunch of Russians. Okay. I think there's like a little Russian community down in that part of, yeah, I heard that too. I'm reading about what I wrote down, but I think Wheezy from Stat Diggers, he said the same thing. He said that or somebody, maybe it was I don't know. I watch so many cappers, I get them confused, but somebody said Tapology's wrong. He's really 32. Nevertheless, he's a tad bit older than Tefan Nchukwi. Tefan Nchukwi, 27, hasn't hit that 30-year-old mark yet, so you got to think that's advantage there. And Tefan Nchukwi has 2-inch height and 6-inch reach advantage. He did, in the face-offs, he did seem a little bit bigger, like frame, but not thicker. Mirzakhanov seemed to be the thicker fighter there when they faced off. Dodon is coming off. There you go. Thank you. And the UFC website, he's listed as, drum roll, 32. Welcome to the show, Real News. Anyway, back to Tafon Nchukwi. He's coming off a win against Mike Slow Rodriguez, unanimous decision. Mike Rodriguez no longer in the UFC. I'm not sure where he went to, what happened to him, but he's not in the business anymore. Well, not in the UFC not in their fighter list. Jun Young Park beat him before that. Majority decision. Not bad. This is majority decision. He beat Jamie the Nightwolf Pickett, unanimous decision. That was his UFC debut. And that's kind of why there's a little bit of a shade on Jamie Pickett. That, and he got beat by Jordan Wright, Beverly Hills Ninja. But Jamie Pickett has proven to not be as bad as those two fights indicate. Prior to that, he was in the Contender Series where he head kicked, knocked out a guy named Al Montavo. So good for him. And he beat one time he beat William Knight in the CFFC, the Cage Fury. That's the fighting promotion over in Philadelphia. Tafon Nchukwi trains at Lloyd Irving Gym in Maryland. Lloyd Irving BJJ is well known throughout the jiu-jitsu world. Very good stuff down there. But I'm not sure if Tafon Nchukwi, what his belt rank is for BJJ. Same with Azamat Mirzakhanov. I'm really not sure how they rank in belts, but they both have, I think Mirzakhanov definitely has more ground game. So this is an interesting fight because, like I said, originally I did take Tafon Nchukwi because he's fought better people. Whereas in Mirzakhanov, I don't really know those guys. Brave FC. I just know Andre Muniz. That's it. Yeah, I've kind of recovered. I'm not drinking tonight. That last night took a hell of a lot out of me. And then I had to work all day, all hungover, just not a good deal. The driving from Connecticut back to New York, that I almost fell asleep driving here from my office to home because it was just But anyway, I've fully recovered. I think I'm good to go. So and I was like, I got to keep making this Friday night live stream. It's what I do. So the capper comparison pick for that, predominantly Mirzakhanov. Dev the Dude and Sal, we want picks, pick'ems, and it's your boy eBay's. James Lynch did go with Tafon Nchukwi for the same reasons I did with those contenders that his opponents he's faced, and some of them he have beat, like Jamie Pickett. I think that's a decent win, and William Knight, that's a good win. Mike Rodriguez, that's a good win. So I was going with Tafon Nchukwi, but now Azamat Mirzakhanov, I heard he is a what are they called in Russia? Muslim Salikov is also one of them. Something of sport, master of sport, I think they're called. He's a master of sport in hand-to-hand combat. I mean, come on, Mirzakhanov, and he's like a sambo, like a champ. He's got some sambo titles, and that sambo is fantastic. That's like wrestling BJJ extreme. I mean, I was thinking about that too. Sambo master of sport. Thank you, Silky B. Yeah, Nick Alexander, hair of the dog. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not Aviazi yet. I'm still on the fence about that. a spork. Oh, the shirt. That's a Spitfire logo. They make skateboard wheels back from when I used to, back in the early 90s. But anyway, I still like the logo. It's like the flame. It's a flame. Spork. That's funny. Um, anyway, I'm on the side of Mirzakhanov. I flipped my pick. I have to flip it here. I did put a Tefan and Chukwi in a parlay because I picked him on the show, but that's all right. I made another one, Mirzakhanov filling his spot. So we're just gonna take Mirzakhanov. What do you think, you guys? By decision, probably, right? Or you think he's gonna finish him? You know what? Let's open up the odds. Just my 2 cents. Hey, welcome. How you doing? I'm getting better. I'm still a little touch hungover, but we're okay. I watched a lot of Azamat tape. I like the way he mixes wrestling with. Yeah, I like it too. It's gonna be yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm with you. I don't know. I'm still on the fence, but I'm gonna go with Azamat Mirzakhanov because he is my. Here's my little our contest, and I was orange colored ink, and you see light heavyweight. He's one of my picks. The blue ones are Dave. The pink ones were Embe, and they picked Stephanie Egger. You can pick a girl instead of light or heavyweight, and they did that. That's the chat down there in the dark like navy, but it's actually looks like black, but it's a really dark navy. Anyway, there is Azamat Mirzakhanov, so I can't go against him here. I'm going to take him to get it done. Now the question is, how is he going to get it done? Do you think he can finish Tefan and Chukwi? I don't think so. This guy's pretty durable. I think it's going to go decision. Decision for Mirzakhanov, flipping my pick. I got to get a better marker. Write that shit down. Flip. Norma Dumont taking up a bantamweight spot. Anyway, back to this. We're gonna go to the next fight. We got the Guido Canetti and Chris Moutinho came in pink hair today. No more of that green stuff for Chris Moutinho. Chris Moutinho in the face-offs looked mean. He looked intense. Looked focused. He didn't take his eyes off Guido Canetti. Guido Canetti, this is old hat for him, pretty much. I mean, he's done this. Their records, though, even though Guido Canetti's 42 years old, let me pull up his Tapology because his pro record is 8-6. He must have a lot of background in regional scene fighting because the dude's or something. How's he coming to the game late? What's up with this Guido Canetti? How's he 42 and have just as many fights as Chris Moutinho? So, see, this is where I need Dave to back me up. He would pull this shit up for me. I got to do it all. Come on, Dave. Hurry up. Wash your balls. Get a shower. And get with this. Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have very low activity. And when he does fight, he loses. so that's why I'm going to go with the much younger Chris Moutinho. But I'm going to discuss him a little bit anyway. Because Chris Moutinho, slight favorite. I have written down 140. Might changed. His nickname used to be Soulless. That's what it was when he fought Sean O'Malley. But I guess that's not very. It's not a good name. Somebody said something to him because now he's not going by that. He's just going by his regular namesake of Chris Moutinho. He got punched in the face like 315 times. He has Sean O'Malley, I think, hit him by like 315 times before Herb Dean stopped the fight. And man, but the dude, even right when Herb Dean stopped the fight, he was still coming on with that pressure, hard pressure. And I don't know, that's where he got like his respect from the fight fans, because he came in real short notice. And I'm just looking at Chris Moutinho or Guido Canetti real quick. But anyway, back to Chris Moutinho. He came in real short notice. and managed to. All right, bud. All right, hurry up. Chris Mutino managed to gain some fans, a lot of followers on Instagram, me included. Because he managed to. Sean O'Malley could not take him out, so it showed Chris Mutino's durability. If you can get hit 315 times and not, take the fall, I don't know if it's just stubbornness, stupidity, or is he's just really that durable where it didn't affect him and he can still continue. But he's still coming forward, kind of like last week with RDA versus Henan. Was it Henan Bar? Who was? Yeah. Anyway, it was very similar to that. In the CFFC, Chris Moutinho was kicking ass. He arm triangled this dude, Andrew Salas. Before that, in the CES, that's classic environmental sports out of the Rhode Island region. Over there, he showed that he can knock people out because he took this dude out round 2, Ashik Ajim. He lost to Tony Gravely before in his past, and he lost to Johnny Campbell, both UFC caliber fighters. He lost to both of them they finished him. Johnny Campbell got him out with elbows in round 2. Tony Gravely took him out TKO round 4. I don't know, Chris Moutinho, just younger, and you got to imagine his cardio is going to last longer than Guido Canetti. Like I was saying, I was checking out Guido Canetti's thing. His Tapology. He's coming off a loss to Mana Martinez, split decision though, and I guess he rocked Mana Martinez in the first round. That's why it was split decision. Like he won round 1, but then Mana Martinez won round 2 and 3. Prior to that, he lost to Dana Baccarel. That was a left hook, round 1. That didn't leave that to decision. Oh, what did he get suspended for? Was he on roids or something? Did he take some PEDs, performance enhancers? Oh, well, thank you, brother. Thanks, buddy. Prior to that, he lost to Marlon Cheeto Vera. So he is losing to these good guys, but the thing is, he's losing nonetheless. And Marlon Vera rear naked choked him round 2. So he has a win against Diego Rivas, unanimous decision. And before that, he lost to another known fighter, Kyung Ho Kang, by triangle choke round 1. So there we go, Guido Canetti getting 1, 2, like 2 of his last 4 losses have been by submission. Chris Moutinho can submit. He submitted that guy in the CFFC, which is, you guys know I'm high on that regional scene. I think CFFC down in Philadelphia is one of that's where all like those guys come from. Like the Dawkins brothers were out of there. Who else? A lot of people from that scene. Sean Brady and who Joe Selecki's from there. Like a lot of them guys. Pat Sabatini, Jamal Emmers, all those guys in that scene. So CFFC is a good regional scene, and that's where Chris Moutinho has a lot of his past experience in fights. So I'm taking Chris Moutinho over Guido Canetti. A couple of cappers did take Guido Canetti. I'll show you. MMA Pick'ems Podcast took Guido Canetti. See that? And so did It's Your Boy eBay's. Chris Moutinho, James Lynch took him. Dev and Cell took him. And Angelo, he used to be an agent from We Want Picks, also took Chris Moutinho, as am I. Let's catch up with the chat now. We got, let's see, Chris looked a little rough on the scales too. I didn't watch the weigh-ins. I only watched the face-offs. In the face-offs, he just looked focused, and he was mean mugging Guido Canetti. And Canetti was kind of just like shrugging it off, like, whatever, kid. I'm old enough to be your dad. That's pretty much what he was looking at him like. And gonna take Guido shot. Probably Chris isn't worth the shot as a favor. I hear you. The value's not there, but I nonetheless I am gonna put him in a par. I have him in a parlay. I'll probably put him in another one because I like parlays. I do different combinations. Okay, we got yep, 2 senses here. Mutino is fade material, but Guido kind of sucks. You're absolutely right. Yeah, this is just a kind of a low level fight against a prospect that a lot of the tinfoil hat saying UFC's feeding him Guido Canetti because of that, because his short notice getting the shit kicked out of him against Sean O'Malley. And he's a rising prospect. They want he's 29. They want to bring him up, see if he can contend. Guido Canetti, 42. They're kind of hoping he hits the door probably soon. They don't like to keep those older bantamweight fighters on the roster if they can, shake them off. Nick Alexander taking the old man Canetti spirits. Yeah, but after round one, I don't think he's gonna have anything in him. Just maybe, maybe I'm totally wrong. Okay, Ostarine. You know what that's for? It's for increasing your cardio. Ostarine. Who else? That the one guy, Marc-Andre Barrio. He got busted for Ostarine too. Ostarine's like one of the good ones. If I was a competitive fighter, I'd probably try to sneak that shit. Now the hydrochlorothiazide, chlorothiazide, they're like pee pills. They'll make you cut weight, and you can use them to suck out, pretty much dehydrate yourself, drain. If you have to make weight and you want to piss, take the diuretics. They're gonna make you piss any water you have in you, but it's bad, horrible for your kidneys though, to put them under that pressure. But anyway, thanks for the news, real news. Okay, so I'm on Chris Matinho. Some of you guys are taking the old man and Canetti. Hey, we'll see what happens. I think Matino. I bet I would hurry up, Dave. I want to see what he's got to say in this. But nonetheless, we'll track back. We'll come back to that. We're going to move on to the middleweight fight between Cody Brundage and Dolce Lungiambula, champion. Oh, that's my son. Dolce Lungiambula is the favorite here. He's minus 125. And Cody Brundage is the slight underdog, plus 105. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring up the Bet Online right now, just so I can have it on the readies with these stats. And I got some bets going tonight. I got money on Villanova, but they're the tough test against UConn. I don't know. I got them winning and covering, I think 3 or 5 or something like that. Forget. Anyway, here we go. Martial arts, MMA. What we got tonight, guys? Oh, we got some Eagle FCs on tonight. That's right. That is right. And so LFA is also on tonight. And PFL also, the Challenger Series also on tonight. There's a lot of shit on tonight. A lot of fighting on tonight. I appreciate you guys being in here with me when you could be watching one of these PFL or LFA. Didn't start yet though. Starts at 9 soon, half hour. So back to the odds. We've got Cody Brundage is a plus 110, and Dolce is at minus 130. Okay, line moved a little bit and money came in on Dolce. This is probably why. He's 11-3 Okay, he's only lost 2 of his last 5. He lost to Marc-Andre Barriault, unanimous decision, and before that, he beat up Marcus Perez, the Joker, no longer UFC. Then he lost to the headliner tonight, Magomed Ankalaev, KO round 3. No shame in that. The Ankalaev is a beast. You know, he's gonna walk through Thiago Santos. He beat Daquan Townsend, no longer UFC. That was his UFC debut, though, and he beat him significantly. He beat him by ground and pound in round 3. Didn't go to the judges, handled that. Prior to that, he was a heavyweight champion in EFC, which is a regional scene in South Africa. I think it's like Cape Town down there. And he was, yeah, he was a heavyweight champ. This is a middleweight fight. Dolce Lungiambula was a heavyweight champ in the regional scene in South Africa. Interesting. But he's got his hands full with Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage, younger, he's 27 years old compared to Lungiambula's 34. Okay, Cody Brundage lost to Nick Maximov. That's part of the the Diaz army. Nick Maximov, good wrestling, managed to get the unanimous decision. That was Cody Brundage's UFC debut. Oh, Brundage was the last to weigh in. Interesting. So, I mean, I watched the face-offs. He seemed fine. I don't know. Did he look sucked out when he stepped on the scale or anything like that? Did he look like he had a bad weight cut? I don't know. Look at all these people tested positive for ostarine. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the good one. Ostarine helps your cardio tremendously. If I was a professional athlete, I just want to do it just to get in shape, I think. Yes, Dolce looked like an animal on the face-offs. I mean, Brundage didn't look bad. So, okay, that's a maybe. Yeah. EFC is weak except for Dricus Duplessis and Don Madge. I know, but the fact is he was taking out heavyweights. This is a middleweight fight. That's the whole reason I kept emphasizing heavyweight champ over there. I'm not saying that's a great scene. It's a touch better than Alaska scene, right? But anyway, who's out of the Alaska scene? Jordan Wright and somebody else too that fought like last week, I think, a newcomer. So my thing is with I think Cody Brundage, he's out of Michigan. I think he's got like high school wrestling credentials. I think he made it to the state qualifiers too. I didn't write this down, but I want to think he made it to the state qualifiers 2 times. Never won the states, but still had very high wrestling accolades. Okay. He does have some. He had some shitty losses. He lost to William Knight in the contender series where he got round 1 ground and pound, and then he has the last fight though. Nick Maximoff just better wrestler, which is crazy. He fights out of Factory Muay Thai though. He's got that going, and he's 4-inch height advantage. But I didn't see that in the face-offs. I didn't see that height advantage. I suppose maybe I gotta look at him again. But he's training exclusively with Anthony Smith and Dustin Jacoby over at Factory X Muay Thai. So they're working with him. Dustin Jacoby coming off a win like a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something. Remember he was the opener. So Cody Brundage getting the right training. Where Dalcha, I don't know where he's training out of. Maybe I have written down the South Africa's camp fight, but I think I saw one of the cappers. I just didn't note it. I think he might be like at one of the Vegas ones, like Syndicate or like Extreme Couture, something. I want to say something over in Vegas. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know where Dolce Luguivula is training. But anyway, I'm going to take the little younger guy. The tail of the tape, he's supposed to have a height advantage. I'm going to take Cody Brundage. I think his wrestling will be successful against Lungiambula. I don't think he's going to be able to defend the takedowns like you guys are saying. Yes, Cody Brundage is a decent sized middleweight. Supposedly his 4-inch height advantage. I don't know if I really saw that though. I look like there maybe. I got to look at it again. Yeah, you think that's what worries me. Cody Brundage, his stand Dolce, that he's got knockout power and his boxing sharper. Brundage, it's got to use his wrestling, and he's gonna have to successfully use it. Not half-ass takedowns, like go like you want them. There's the half-ass ones where if you get rocked, you're just trying to get it to the ground so you don't get rocked again. Those ones you're gonna lose if you're using those. But if you go in with an aggressive takedown, like that was part of your game plan, you're coming in there, you're like, I'm gonna double leg this guy, not pretty much tackle him to the ground or get ground coverage and then use control time. I picked Cody Brundage for those reasons. I think if he wins, it's going to be like one of those slow wrestling decisions where he just gets control time and Dolce can't really do anything off his back. He's down there and Brundage trying to pop shot him and, try to keep going for like mount and can't get it. It's going to be one of those, I think, hopefully plays out on the ground. Unless Dolce's got good, quick stand-up, which he may. It all depends on Cody's game plan. If he wants to be an aggressive wrestler, I think he's got it in him to do that because he has success in high school wrestling. Dolce Lugambula does not. He's from South Africa. He doesn't know much about wrestling. So that's why I'm going that way. Oh, by the way, Dolce did get predominantly all the picks in the capper comparison picks. James Lynch, sell, pick'ems, eBay. Over here, Cody Brundage just dev the dude. We want picks and me. Okay, moving on. Next we have thinking about going to get a Modelo. Starting to feel a little better. Next, we have the female flyweight fight between Sabina Mazo and Miranda Maverick. Mazo was a tower over Miranda Maverick in the face-off, towering over her. I guess it really doesn't matter when it comes to it, though, because Miranda Maverick's going to use wrestling. And wrestling, you're kind of got a little bit of an advantage over a lengthier, longer opponent without takedown skills. But if she doesn't, every fight starts standing, and if Sabina Mazo can keep the distance and outstrike her, she'll have a chance to get big upset prop money on that. Oh man, this one is Miranda Maverick should not be a minus 300 favorite, but I don't know, guys. Sabina Mazo looked so much bigger, and she's hungry for a win. She's coming off 2 losses. Let me catch up with you guys. I'm sorry. Parlay Dolce and Maverick. You guys got to back me up on Maverick. I do have Maverick picked also, but I don't know. After watching the weigh-ins, Sabina Mazo looked like she can big sister her. Just, I don't know. Cody looked intimidated and wanted off that stage. Kind of right. There you are. Struggling. I'm struggling.
I'm here for you, homie. It's a little bit late, but I'm here.
Trying to balance the odds, tapology, stats. Can't do all that by myself.
I'm getting there. I'm here for you. Let me load my shit up.
I didn't even have a beer yet. Haven't even had one beer yet. I was waiting for you to come so I can go get one. I didn't want to leave the screen empty. Like other channels, I'll go on there and they'll just leave an empty seat, just dull airtime. Like I can't do that. Yeah. Right. See, hair of the dog would do it. See, I'm thinking about it. All right, there you go, Dave. I'm on. You want me to rewind? You want to kick it back? You want to go back to the
I
beginning?
don't. Hey, I got skills. I can.
Chat doesn't care. There's only like 10 guys in there, and they don't give a shit. They're doing nothing tonight. So we'll rewind, and I can go get a beer. You can give me your We're not going to stick too much. I'm just going to ask you your picks. Did you make your picks already? That's how we're going to rewind. We're going to play quick catch up right now. I'm going to get the purple marker out for Dave and see what you're. Okay, Azamat Murzakanov, Tefan, and Chukwi. Who are you taking?
Oh, we're not going to talk this out a little bit?
I did. All right, let's do it. What time is it? Might as well. Let me. All right, go ahead. Give some. I already went over it, but go ahead. Give some stats or something. I'm gonna get a beer.
Oh, okay. We're going right into this. All right, let's go. See, I don't have any stats on this freaking guy except for like one fight where he landed 3 strikes per minute. But Tefan's got that experience. I'm still picking the underdog in this one. First fight of the night. I'm picking Tefan. I realize the other guy's undefeated, but come on, man.
But yeah, but he hasn't beaten anybody worth name. You know what I mean? With a name.
No. The only thing
that's the thing. Except for one person, Andre Muniz. You know who that is? He's the one that broke Jacare's arm and submitted him, and then he won. He's like on a streak right now. He's on fire.
How was the weigh-ins?
I just watched the face-offs. I had a busy day. You know, came back from Connecticut, so I didn't get a chance to watch the weigh-ins. I'm going by the chats filling me in with how the people looked on the weigh-ins. But the face-offs, I watched those.
His last fight, he weighed in at 225. So I'm curious as to what he weighed in.
Heavyweight. I think everybody made it. Am I right, chat? I think everybody made weight. But I don't know. I didn't watch weigh-ins, just the face-offs. I only had like a half hour before I.
Okay, I don't need you fuckers. I got this. I got this. I'm not the stats guy for fucking nothing. All right, here we go. All right. 205.5 each. Yeah, so they both made weight. So it'll be interesting to see what they weigh or how they look tomorrow. Oh, here he goes. Azamat Murzakanov. Oh, Tefan looks ripped compared to Azamat. Tefan all day. Tefan all day long, kids. I don't know. I don't have my YouTube up. I'm not following the chat. Christ, fucking unprepared.
What? You're taking Tefan?
I'm all over Tefan on this one. I didn't like the way. Yeah, I'm all over Tefan for this one. Maybe with me? Or am I by myself?
I got Murzakanov. I didn't watch the weigh-ins. I watched the face-offs. He looked fine.
Oh, yeah.
Did they both make weight?
Yeah, they both made weight, 205.5 each.
Yeah. Murzakanov is Master of Sport in Sambo. Master of Sport, combat, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, welcome to the UFC. You're about to have some idea of what big leagues are. Welcome to the big leagues. You go back to the parking lot. Go back to where you are.
New Chukwi. You're about to have some new Chukwi.
Yeah, there you go. Where are our odds for that one?
What's that?
Oh, Tefan's a plus 162 all day long.
Holy shit, really?
All day long. Plus 162. And
well, have at it. You want a t-shirt bet this one? The ultimate, the first fight of the night. You want a t-shirt bet it?
Let's see how the rest of the night goes.
All right. That's a contender for a t-shirt bet. All right, move up. Next, you taking Guido Canetti, the old man, or Chris Matino, the durable kid that absorbed 315 punches from Sean O'Malley and was willing to eat more of them too for another 30. He was willing to eat more punches for 30 seconds. He was giving his own a little bit too, just like last week with RDA. And who did RDA go against? Is it Ronaldo Moicano. That's who it was. Took a beating like Chris Coutinho did. You know, I didn't drink one beer yesterday. That was my problem. It was all wine and liquor. Gross. Grand Marnier is the grossest shit ever. Don't ever drink that.
Vodka and this is beer, so we're good.
Hope it's not Russian vodka.
Actually, you know what? Shit. It might be.
Oh boy, you don't care.
Well, wait a second.
You already had it. You already had it in your house. That's different. Just don't go. If you're gonna go buy vodka, don't buy Russian. Buy like Tito's.
No, this has been in my house for a while. But I think it's. I don't think Smirnoff is Russian.
Smirnoff is made in the U.S., but they use a Russian recipe. So yeah, that money doesn't go to Russia. So you can buy.
There we go. Yeah, I'm good then.
Yeah, I learned that last night. I learned that.
Yeah.
Gather the info. Gather the info when you're at the bar. You know which ones are Stolichnaya? That's Russian. Yeah. That's why they're trying to make it sound better by calling it Stoli. I'm like, don't try to fool me by cutting off the Ichnaya.
It's always been Stoli.
I know, but it's Stolichnaya, and it's definitely Russian. Svedka, I think, might be Russian. Anyway, enough vodka talk. I'm not drinking vodka tonight. Today was rough. Today was a rough day for me, Dave. I'm too old for that shit. Okay. Would you take Chris Matino or Guido Canetti, and tell me why? I already went through this. They already know what I had to say.
Oh man, I don't know if I can. Is he gonna? Oh. Manny Martinez sucks, and it was a split decision. 42 years old, 136 pounds. I'm going with the kid.
There you go. But some people are saying Chris Matino looked like shit on the scales. Do you have that up in a window?
Yeah, give me a second.
All right, I'm gonna start closing. I'm gonna bring it up too.
Oh, he looks good with his red hair.
That's better than green, right? It's better than what he had against O'Malley. He looked intense in the face-offs.
I will say that his eyes are sunken in, and Guido Canetti looks fucking jacked.
Yeah, Guido Canetti looks like he could be his dad.
Yeah, that's old man. That weight class. I'm going with the kid.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm taking him by submission too. I'm going to prop him, but because Guido Canetti's been submitted and Chris Matino does know how to submit people. Okay, then how about the Cody Brundage, Dolce Lungiambula? Tell me who you're picking and why. Like I said, I've already been through this with the chat. They already know who I'm taking.
We're just killing this. All right, I'm going with Dolce Lungiambula.
Ooh, see, I'm taking the wrestler. I'm taking Cody Brundage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yes. You know why? Because he's at Factory X Muay Thai training with Anthony Smith and Dustin Jacoby, that's exclusive. They like on Instagram and shit. But Dolce, I don't know where the hell he's training. Cape Town, South Africa? I don't know. Who's he training with? I heard maybe one of those Vegas gyms like Syndicate or Extreme Couture or one of those, I think. But I don't know. I don't know where Dolce Lungiambula is training.
4 inches shorter, but has a 4-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, he's got those langly arms. Some people, Cody Brundage got little T-Rex wrestler arms. It's weird. There's a lot of that going on. Like look at that Josie Ann Nunez. Josie Nunez, she's like 4'2", She's shorter than everybody by like 8 inches, but her arm length is usually 2 inches longer than everybody. It's such a weird body type. I don't even know what that I don't know what type of body that is. Oh, look, they're saying he had sunken zombie eyes.
Yeah, he did have sunken zombie.
For Chris Moutinho. I think you're right though. I am biased toward wrestlers. They always come through though. That's it's how it's been in the history of UFC, Ultimate Fighter, wrestlers. I am built like DC.
Cody
we can both drink Modelo's together. So what? You're taking Dolce still? You're gonna stick with him?
Yeah, but I'm not putting any money on it.
That's another possible T-shirt bet.
I'm not taking all the fucking dogs, bitch. Actually, Dolce is a favorite. He's a favorite here. Oh, yeah. I picked a favorite.
Yeah, you want T-shirt bet this? I'll T-shirt bet this right now. What is he? A -130, Dolce?
How many T-shirts do I owe you?
Nothing. You're paid up because I got the one. I like it. It's just chilly in my house right now. Look at guys. This is one of the winning T-shirts I got today in the mail when I came home. Awesome. I fucking love it. I love it. And then Dave's best attempt at a Roxanne Modafferi shirt. Best attempt he could get. It doesn't say Modafferi. It has one of those God made the strongest. And named them Roxanne. I know exactly where you're going with that.
That's her shirt.
What's that?
That's her shirt.
Really?
That's her shirt. You go on fucking.
I can get the same thing that says God made the strongest and name them Julia or whatever. You can fill that with any name. But I'm gonna wear it like it's hers.
If you look on the Roxanne Modafferi website, that's what she's got there.
Oh, really?
Swear to God.
Oh, that's killer though. That's awesome. I like that. That's her logo. Then she can't copyright that. That's that cross. Huh. Well, I appreciate it, Dave. I appreciate both those shirts. I love them both. I just maybe I'm kind of pulling for you to win so I can send you a shirt.
All right. Well, let's go Dolce then.
Okay, Dolce, and I got Cody Brunder's T-shirt.
I'm worried about the wrestling, but you know what? Cody takes a lot of strikes every minute. He's sucking up 3.91 strikes a minute. So, ouch! I don't want to take 3.91 strikes.
Dolce can't wrestle though. Cody's going to get it down to the ground. Cody was like a state qualifier twice in high school in Michigan. Okay. How about now we're caught up. We are talking now. We're caught. This is where I was right before when you joined. Flyweight female fight between Sabina Mazo, Miranda Maverick. If you look at the weigh-ins, Sabina Mazo towers over Miranda Maverick. Towers. Not just a little bit bigger, but a much bigger, much taller. But Miranda Maverick is stockier, thicker, and she's a wrestler. And that's just more leg to grab on if you're a wrestler. You know what I mean? So height doesn't really come into play when it's against a wrestler. It only comes into play if you want to use the striking and keep them on within, keep them in distance and try to outvolume point fight but I think Miranda Maverick's wrestling is too aggressive. She's going to bust through any punches. She'll eat punches to get a takedown, Miranda Maverick. And she's hungry after that loss definitely lost to Erin Blanchfield. She lost that one. Erin Blanchfield dominated her. But the Macy Barber, that was a robbery. She should have won that one. Macy Barber, even like other judges that weren't there for that event judged it for Miranda Maverick in that, famous judges, Sal D'Amato. But the ones that were actually judging the fight there somehow gave it to Macy Barber. split decision. So Rob there, but thing is, Sabina Mazo before, I mean, she's coming off of some crappy losses, but before that, she had a little bit of a streak where she was doing great. She her most recently she lost to Maria Agapova by a rear naked choke. And you saw Maria Agapova just get beat last week, made money on that from Marina Moros. And then she also lost to Alexis Davis before Sabina Mazo did. Prior to that, though, she choked the shit out of Justin Keesh, like literally choked the shit out of her, like Justin Keesh shit her pants in the cage. She sharded or something. And before that, she beat JJ Aldrich, who's up on this card, higher on this card. She beat her by split decision, and she beat the veteran, no longer UFC, Shayna Dobson. So she's had her time where she does have some talent. She's got 4 inches height, 4.5 inch reach. Oh man, I don't know. I'm taking Maverick, but I might hedge bet Sabina Mazo because she's a plus 255. What do you got to say about this fight?
Do we care that Miranda Maverick's taking this on short notice?
She is, for Mandy Bohm. 2 weeks notice though, so it's not a full camp. But you gotta imagine she's been keeping in shape. That's all she does. She's been being fight ready. She always stays fight ready.
I know.
Ever since that loss to Aaron Blanchfield pissed her. She couldn't do anything. Powerless against Aaron Blanchfield.
Ugly. Powerless. I lost money on her.
I know. I had Aaron Blanchfield.
That's why I'm kind of hesitant to put money on her again this time. But I'm going to.
Not at -3 something. Not at -305. You don't do that, buddy, unless you prop it out.
Yeah.
And still, it's going to be a decision. It's a female fight. There's no way to bet Miranda Maverick. Definitely not. That's why I'm gonna. On Tapology, I'm picking her. But in the bet online, I'm gonna hedge bet Sabina Mazo.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I'll take it for that for sure.
Okay, let's catch up with quick. I am still traumatized by the shark. It's one of the most it is so embarrassing. I remember I wrestled this kid, and in high school wrestling, to make weight, a lot of those guys chow down X-Lax and shit. And it was at a tournament. He was medically disqualified because he shit his pants, shit his singlet right in the middle of round 2 or second period. Second period, just shit his singlet. And I remember it was like a head and arm takedown, and that's when he shit. As soon as I landed him to the mat, he shit. Awesome.
That is the one thing I don't like about wrestling, American wrestling, is the shit that the guys go through cutting weight to make weight.
Some people die.
It's ridiculous.
College level, they'll put on one of those dehydration suits, and literally,
it's not.
There's been cases.
That's the only thing why I can't.
Yeah, but that's just stupid. That's stupid if you're gonna do that. Just be reasonable about it.
They all do it.
Yeah, I did
too. It's too much. Well,
but I wasn't. I was never I was never at a dangerous level, like 4% body fat. That's when it's dangerous. At my best, I was probably at 15% body fat. Always chubby. Okay. Who won last week? Oh, Berserker. Right? Some guy named
He's back in this week, so we better get ready for him.
Oh, I'm ready. I didn't make my picks on Tapology yet, but I have them. I'm ready.
Yeah, everybody join group number 926 so I can stop doing weekly tournaments or weekly games. Actually, I'll probably always do weekly games.
But yeah, you have to.
Yeah. But yeah,
the dangerous weight cut. The real news is right. It's dangerous when it's down to that weight because you're at such a low percentage of body fat that your body survives on calories and fat. It just keeps going like that. So if you're down that weight, that's why there's no it's cut off at 125 for men and UFC. You can't go below that. Kill yourself. Anyway, back to this. You're taking Maverick. I'm taking Maverick, right? You're on that side of Matt.
Even
you have stats on these girls? They both have a couple fights. You should have some sort of comparative stats.
Lots of stats.
Good. Let's hear who's got better volume. If Sabina Mazo wins any of those stats, she's not going to do the takedown one, but the volume, I might. Yeah, we'll see. Read them to me.
Sabina Mazo, strikes landed per minute, 6.45. Miranda Maverick, 3.76. Wait.
How about absorbed? Absorbed.
Thank you. Strike absorbed per minute, 4.50 for Sabina.
For who? Mazo? Okay.
Yeah. And 2.78 for Miranda.
All right, so she's less there. Yeah, lot less volume thrown, and
that tells me that,
because I told you Miranda Maverick goes for the takedowns. That's why.
So what's that? Mazo's going to be throwing, and she's going to be eating. She's going to be throwing. If she throws a leg kick, Miranda's taking her down.
What's the takedown stats? Accuracy.
Takedown average. Defense. Takedown average 1.2 for Miranda, 0.7 for Sabina. Takedown accuracy for Sabina, 80%. Takedown accuracy for Miranda, 66. Takedown defense, which is what you want to hear for Sabina, 66%. Miranda, 44%. So you got 66% takedown accuracy.
I mean, Sabina doesn't ever go for takedowns. She's a boxer, but that's
now
she's a kickboxer, Muay Thai. What's that?
Submission average per 50 minutes for Miranda, 0. Miranda has never subbed anybody, if I'm not mistaken. Ever.
No, she's a decisionator, but she does have like a doctor stoppage cut over Liana Jujua in her UFC debut. So she can throw some strikes, but I think that might have even been an elbow that she caught her with or something, but she was bleeding profusely, Liana Jujua. But yeah, Miranda Maverick, if it stays standing, I would imagine Sabina Mazo is going to outstrike her, but I thought she had like good wrestling. Like, I know she has good wrestling. She definitely has good wrestling.
Yeah. So
she's going to get a decision.
I don't know, man.
She's not going to get knocked out. She's never been finished.
But you know what? If this stays standing, I'm on dogger pass for this one, guys. Definitely dogger pass.
Yeah. Who's your pick in Tapology going to be? That's where it doesn't matter with the money. No value. There's no value in Tapology. You know what I mean? There's nothing. The lines doesn't matter because you're not betting it.
I'm gonna go with the girl with the full camp.
Sabina Mazo?
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. I kind of want to do that too, especially after watching that weigh-ins. But Miranda Maverick's got that will. Fear the Miranda Maverick and her will to win.
Yeah,
and she just in the face-offs that I did watch, she seemed the more hungry. Sabina Mazo was like kind of goofy. But it was a tower though.
Okay, let me watch this.
Yeah, watch the face-offs for that.
Miranda looks good. She's hot. She's blonde now. I like the blonde look for Miranda.
Yeah.
Oh, Sabina, definitely taller. She looks good. They got the worst, horrible UFC bikinis ever.
Oh, I know. They got. Well, you're watching the weigh-ins, right, or face-offs?
Yeah, I'm watching the weigh-ins.
I got the face-offs up, and the face-offs.
I want to see them actually when they hit the scales, and they look like shit when their eyes are all sunken in when they're trying to stumble to make fucking weight. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, it looks like Sabina Mazo's got a fucking foot over her. Sabina Mazo's taller than Sean Shelby.
Yeah. No, I'm liking the dog here, guys. Dogger pass. And let me see what my hedge bet on Mazo is going to be. Plus 275. Plus 275. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Plus 275. Locking that in right now for scratch off $10. Just for
I'm going to do the same. I'm doing the same. I got plus 266 on Mazzo. Straight bet, scratch off,
yep.
10 bucks.
Yep. Let's do it. And I'm not putting Maverick in a parlay. Even though I think she's going to win.
I have her in a parlay with the guy I think is going to win next fight and the fight after that for the show. So let's get into the next fight. You guys ready?
I'm losing money on shit.
Yeah, I hear you. Fear the fade on Maverick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Mazzo did look goofy, cheesing and shit. Absolutely, she did.
I like goofy. If you like Roxanne Modafferi, you probably like goofy.
I got the shirt. You know I do.
Fuck that noise. Okay. Dave's stepping outside for a moment.
What's that? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll introduce the next fight. We're gonna get into Damon the Leech Jackson and Kamuela the Jawaian, the Jawaian Kamala Kirk. Jawaian. That bugs the shit out of me. I don't know why. Anyway, Damon Jackson, the veteran here, 19-4-1. This is a coin flip fight odds. I think I've written down Damon Jackson was the underdog. So much money's coming on him. Now he's a minus number. He opened up at like plus 130, Damon Jackson. Kamuela Kirk was a minus 155. Now it's shrunk down to a minus 108 on Jackson, minus 112 on Kirk. I'm going to actually open it up right now on Bet Online, see what it is. And I've got Kamuela Kirk, just as they said, minus 112 for, it flipped. Minus 112 for Jackson, minus 108 for Kamuela Kirk.
I got minus 112. I got minus 110 on both, and I'm all over Damon Jackson here. All over him.
Are you?
All over him.
Why? Because of his win over Charles Boston Strong Rosa?
Well, that doesn't hurt.
I had Rosa in that fight, and Damon Jackson was leaking so bad. He was bleeding so I was like, just stop this fight. Just stop it. And you could see Charles Rosa was trying to grind his elbow into the cut to make it bleed, open it back up. Damon Jackson's corner, his cut man, in between rounds, he's the one that helped win that fight for Damon Jackson, because that could have, some refs would have stopped that from all that bleeding. But
listen, his only UFC loss was against Ilia Topuria, who's undefeated at the time. I'm not going to fade any of that. Who is this Kamuela Kirk guy? The Jawaian? Give me a break. He beat in
his UFC debut. He beat Makwan Amirkhani, the Finnish wrestler.
Who sucks? Come on, Marquand. Come on, I got nothing on this.
He's coming in short notice too. Kamuela Kirk is. He's coming in short notice for Joshua Coulibaugh.
Yeah, all over Damon Jackson here. I can't believe the odds are this close. I'll put him in a parlay.
That's why they flipped.
I'm gonna put him in a parlay. I'm gonna fucking individually bet him. I'm gonna fucking all over Damon Jackson here, guys. All over him. Lock of the night.
Oh, off of Jackson after seeing the weigh-in. Did he have a bad weigh? Weigh-in?
Fuck. I gotta watch the weigh-ins now? Okay, hang on.
Oh, you probably should before you throw money on Damon Jackson.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure what Damon Jackson's wrestling background is.
He's fighting out of Fortis MMA.
Yeah, I'm going to find out in a minute.
Hang on a second. Sabina Mazzo. Okay, who we got here? Kamuela Kirk. The fuck, who's Kamuela Kirk?
Kamuela Kirk. That's who Damon Jackson's fighting.
Okay, hang on a second.
No, you got time. I'm gonna look at.
He looks okay. He looks decent. Oh, Damon Jackson. Oh, he looks fucking sunken in, chiseled cut. Oh, his weight cut was a little bit harder, but I'm all over him still. I like the receding hairline. I like it all.
Yeah, there's no mention of any type of background in wrestling. All it says is early career in MMA, amateur MMA, 6-1. Doesn't have like you know who would know if anybody would know is that dude MMA Fight Club. He knows all these guys like what they were doing when they were 10. Oh well, Damon Jackson started his fighting career when he was 10 years old and you know corner street fighting. His dad was a abusive stepfather. Actually, his real father lived in. He finds out this craziest shit about these people. Yeah, there's no mention of wrestling background for Damon Jackson.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. Look at his. Honestly, I'm looking at his Tapology right now. 2020 win by guillotine choke, 121 round 3. 2020
Hanayaya beat Jackson.
Win by rear naked choke, 211 round 1. 2018 win by rear naked choke, 359 round. Win by arm triangle choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke. No contest triangle choke, rear naked choke, arm triangle choke, arm bar, rear naked choke. Like, he's got a shitload of fucking submissions on his fucking record right now. So I'm not gonna.
That's why they call him the leech. Yeah. You know who the Chinese leech is? Ji Liang or something? Isn't that the China? There's a Chinese leech also. Ji Liang.
What's the Japanese guys? Oh my god, he's old now. He's in his 40s.
Sakuraba.
Yeah, well, whatever.
The Gracie Hunter.
Pay-per-view Dizzle. Who's that guy? Pay-per-view Dizzle.
I never heard of him.
No, me neither. He's not fucking freak.
Oh, Brandon B said it's just how his face looks. He's always sucked in.
Yeah, well, I'm all over Damon Jackson, guys. I can't even. I'll t-shirt bet this one.
Oh yeah, this might be possible because I'm on the side of Kamala Kirk. I think these guys are right. Jackson is a jobber. Kamala Kirk. Why am I taking him? Why am I taking him? Because
beat Makwan Americani. There you go. That's the only reason you're taking him. Because there's no other reason. I'll tell you right now, he ain't gonna knock him out. And that's his key to victory is knocking Damon Jackson out. And Damon Jackson is not gonna get knocked out by this guy.
No, let me see. Damon Jackson, pull up. Do you have his Tapology up?
Yeah, all of his losses are by KO. I get it. Punches, jumping knees, punches. I get it. But Kamala Kirk not going to be knocking fucking.
You're starting to talk me off the Kamala Kirk because.
No, fuck you. I need a t-shirt.
I don't know. I'll think it's possible. I'll think about it. Kamala. We'll come back to that. Right now, I think Kamala Kirk can take out Damon Jackson. I think he can knock him out.
I'll take all your bets.
He's knocked out, he's knocked out people in LFA.
I'll take all your bets.
His last two. Huh?
Venmo me your money. I'll take all your bets.
Whatever. That's when you lose, when you start saying shit like that. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's oh yeah, look at BJJ black belt on Kamala Kirk's page. 2-time IBJJF world champion. That's right. I hope it does go to the ground. Damon Jackson is going to have his hands full. That's going to be a good BJJ match right there if it goes to the ground. Good grappling. Okay, let's move on. We'll come back to that maybe. Let's move on to 5-star Trevin Jones and Javid Basharat, the Snow Leopard. This dude, who's he beat? I don't know, but he's undefeated and he's the favorite here. And because of his Contender Series guillotine, he displayed merciless torture against this guy Oren Kalan. Oren called him a terrorist to his face because he's like Afghani, but he's from Britain. And Oren Kalan said he's a terrorist. So this guy Javid Basharat beat the shit out of him for 3 full rounds, and then decided to finally finish him in the last like 30 seconds of round 3, just with a guillotine. Just abuse. Like, yeah, I think he learned that from terrorism school. But anyway, anyway, the dude has been killing cans. He's been a can crusher since way back, and doing it in style. I think he's got definitely 100% finish rate against all these cans. One guy's like open his Tapology. One guy's like 2-36 or some shit. Is said. I remember looking at
2-39.
2-39. How does that guy even manage to get in? Like, how does he even? Who's going to sign it? What scene is that? That's going to regional scene is going to. Oh, here he is, with a record of 2 wins and 38 losses, taking on undefeated 10-0. It's just crazy. How's that guy even fighting as a fighter?
Okay, so by the way, his record is now 2-48, and if you click on his Tapology,
are you serious?
Stop. This I've never seen this before. It says this fighter has been found by Tapology to have been engaged in activity which is not conforming combat sports standards, has purposely participated in bouts with no reasonable path to victory, displayed a lack of competitive effort, and is unjustifiably matched against far more skilled opponents. I have never seen that on Tapology.
Oh, I gotta open that up. That's awesome.
They are
I never.
One or more bouts in the fighter's record have been marked as exhibition status and do not count towards either participant's win-loss record and are excluded from tabulation. Oh my god!
Oh, see, so they should just remove that from his.
So he is the
wins. John Spencer.
He is the epitome.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I've never seen
like his current streak 54 losses. That's his current streak is 54 losses. When's his wins? His wins were. Oh, I would hate to be one of those guys he's got to win over. Adam Evans, poor Adam Evans came in 6-0, and oh, look at him though. And this dude,
and Morgan Starkey too.
England. Huh? The other guy.
This is the epitome of a fucking paid loss. So, anyways, let's move on. We're spending way too much time on this John Spencer guy.
Well, who are you taking? Or let's talk about Trevin Jones then. 5-star Trevin Jones. He's coming off loss to Said Yokub Kakramanov, guillotine, round 3. And before that, though, he beat Mario Batista, ground and pound, round 2. Good. He knocked out Timur Valiev. It was overturned for smoking weed, but
whatever.
He should have won that. And before that, he was in like a Japanese regional scene where I think he won like a championship or something over Takifumi. Yeah, that guy. He's a fighter out of Guam.
Sorry, his 3 of his losses have been split decisions in like the PXC and the TFC and the ACB. So I'm not going to trust.
What's that? That's over in the like Asian area, right? Because he's from
ACB
Guam.
is in Brisbane. TFC, I don't know where the fuck TFC is. TFC is in Korea. Oh, yeah, South Korea. So I mean, he spent some time in the PFC.
ACB is Russian. Bonkiki is saying ACB is Russian.
ACB, Brisbane, Australia. Absolute championship, Big Crute.
Anyway,
Crute?
I like his no contest against Timur Valiev sits very well with me. Javid Basharat, I know he's 100% finish rate, but It's not hard to be a can crusher. Oh, I don't know any of those people on his Tapology. None.
No. I'm all over
You know what I'm
Trevin
saying?
Jones.
So that's me too. And Trevin Jones is an underdog. Open it up. Let's see what I got it. Trevin Jones.
Yeah. Ranj is always bear with a couple beers in him.
Plus 122. Javid Basharat minus 142. No way. I've got Trevin Jones with his experience. Crazy enough, though, the Capra comparison show dominantly everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people taking Javid Basharat. The stat diggers. Wheezy didn't take a pick on it. He's just picking the violence. But DFS Brady did. Blood, money, decision, Guru, decision, Greedo, submission round 2. Trevin Jones, just the MMA experts. AJ DeVito.
Decision off of you. No.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. He does have a lot of submission. 100% finish rate. That's what, and he could be the thing. He could be like the next big thing. He's shown no weaknesses. You can put it that way. He hasn't. His game has been flawless. Flawless victory. All of them. So you can't knock that. So, but I'm still sticking with the UFC caliber proven fighter in Trevin Jones. Let's see what the chat has to say about this one. Burkut, absolute champion Burkut. That's the ACB. Okay. Jones is so unreliable and flaky and low output. A padded record for Bash. You're absolutely correct. Leanin Jones looked very impressive, crushing cans. And like I said, he's flawless. He hasn't done anything to fade him. There's no reason to fade this guy. He hasn't shown any. He's got ground game. He can strike. He's got cardio. He's younger, 26. Trevin Jones, 31. Tail of the tape, he's got 2 inches height. Everything looks good for this guy, but he hasn't proven himself. He hasn't beaten anybody worth a shit.
No, exactly.
I don't know. His last opponent was undefeated. That was it. His last, that Oren Kalon was 16-0. But he opened him up. Let's see. Open his deal up, and he is he's looks like he's Israeli.
He's a can crusher.
Yeah, you're right. He is also a can crusher too.
And he hasn't fought only for once since.
Oh, look at all the fight. His shit is padded so bad. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of his first fights were against.
Yeah, that's nobody.
0, 0, 0.
Yeah,
against people that didn't even fight yet, just new guys, brand new.
So I'm sorry, I'm not going to put any money on this fucking guy. Trevin Jones all day long.
I agree with you 100%. I'm going to lock that. That's a confident parlay piece for our 3-legger at the end.
All right,
5-star Trevin Jones.
We got to start moving up this card. We got to start moving up this card because it's a lot of shit to go.
Not really. Like, all right, moving up. Dave's impatient. What? Why don't you just slow down, Dave? Slow down and just relax. Next fight, flyweight fight between JJ Aldrich and Jillian Robertson. Both these girls lost to the girls that were fighting before them. Jillian Robertson lost to Miranda Maverick. JJ Aldrich lost to Sabina Mazo. Weird how they're put higher on the card, yet they both took losses to women that are lower on the card. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense to me. But JJ Aldrich coming off win against Vanessa Demopoulos, I think probably the most attractive fighter in the flyweight division right now. She beat Courtney Casey before that. Courtney Casey retired off of a 145, like a featherweight win over somebody, then retired, I think. Was that her? Yeah. Was it her? No, that was Felicia Spencer. My bad. Courtney Casey's still fighting. Yeah, my bad. Correct. JJ Aldrich before that though took that loss to Sabina Mazo. Then she beat Lauren Mueller before that, and she took a loss to Macy Barber. Macy Barber took her out in round 2 with knees and punches. Same height, but JJ Aldrich does have a 4.5-inch reach advantage over Jillian Robertson, the Savage. Jillian Robertson coming off a nice win against Priscilla Cachoeira, whereas Cachoeira was going knuckle deep in her eyeballs, trying to gouge them out while she's struggling for her life, gasping for air, and as Jillian Robertson was slowly choking her out with a rear naked choke in round 1. Did you see that? It was like she didn't she did intentionally gouge, but she was like fighting for her life, like just doing whatever she could just to not pass out. I loved it. It was very intense submission. But Jillian Robertson before that lost to Miranda Maverick, unanimous decision. Before that, she lost to Tyler Santos, so she had a little skid there. Prior to that, she beat Poliana Botello, and she rear naked choked Courtney Casey. Jillian Robertson, though, a lot of submission underground grappling, a lot of grappling and her tapology. So, she's if it goes, she's definitely this is a grappler versus striker fight. JJ Aldrich, obviously the striker. Jillian Robertson. If it goes to the ground, Jillian Robertson is going to submit this girl. But if it stays standing, JJ Aldrich is going to win a decision because I don't think she's going to knock out Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson's durable and tough. But look at, if you pull her up, look at all these grappling fights. Chrissy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grappling fights in her tapology. Some of them against beasts. Like Amanda Lowen is like undefeated grappler. She doesn't do MMA, but BJJ, she's known throughout the world in BJJ. She's awesome. You know, she got a bunch of this grappling shit, but same time, she's also got a bunch of losses there too. She lost, yeah, 3 and 2 in her last 5 grappling matches, or 2 and 3. I'm sorry, 2 and 3. She beat Caitlin Chukagian though in a grappling match. So I don't know. What's your take on this? I think I'm leaning with the bigger boxer, JJ Aldrich. Jillian Robertson might be durable, but I don't think she's going to be able to keep it on the ground. JJ Aldrich is going to keep it standing. All fights start standing.
That's exactly what the stats show. That's exactly my opinion. As much as I love the Canadian, Jillian Robertson is friggin' overrated. She hasn't won it in ever. She's taken this fight on short notice. And her only path to victory is taking this girl down and submitting her. Unfortunately, with that reach advantage, JJ Aldrich can just stay on the outside and just pick Jillian Robertson apart. As far as stats go, strikes landed per minute, JJ Aldrich 4.05 against Jillian's 2.23. So Jillian's going to be
double the volume.
Yeah, exactly.
What about takedowns though?
Now, see, takedown average 2.56 for Jillian, JJ Aldrich 0.82. But problem is that Jillian's takedown accuracy is at 44%, and JJ Aldrich's takedown defense is at 68%. So I'm really not impressed with Jillian here as far as it goes, especially on short notice. She's not going to have a full camp. Granted, she's going to be in decent shape, but she's not going to be in the same fight-ready shape that JJ Aldrich is going to be. I see this standing on the feet. I think JJ Aldrich is going to be able to stop those takedowns, even if it goes up against the cage and starts to go grapple or starts to go grapple.
That's where Jillian's going to try. That's what she does every single fight. She goes right into the cage.
That's the only way she can do it. That's the only way she can do it.
And then she starts to work for the takedown from there. But I think you're right. JJ Aldrich, if she has a smart game plan, will just keep the fight standing, peg her from the outside and outstrike her, and point fight her. Just get the decision. It's definitely going to decision. Unless it goes to the ground, Jillian Robertson might be able to get the rear naked choke in. So
yeah,
that's how I see it. I see JJ Aldrich winning too. I think she's an underdog, slight, right? JJ Aldrich minus 102, Jillian Robertson minus 118. So
I've got JJ Aldrich at plus 110.
Wow, jump on that. I would jump on that.
I am plus 110, definitely. It's one of the only chick fights I'm confident in betting. And I'm fading the Canadian. I apologize for my brethren, but sorry,
That's
guys.
right. She's in Florida now anyway. She's just from Canada. She don't live there anymore.
It's all about the genes, baby.
Let's see, anything chat. JJ has really shitty wins for real. I see Jillian get pieced up on the feet when she can't get her down. Yeah, pretty sure JJ only taken down once in that last 5 fights. That's a good one. And yeah, well, she's going mostly against boxers. All those girls she's fought are boxers, though. JJ Aldrich went against Miranda Maverick now. Miranda Maverick, I think, would be able to take her down. That'd be a good matchup. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about hold on, let's see. It's 12-legger on an online book, only Roundtree. Yep. You can take I did for fun. I took every single favorite just for a 14-leg parlay on DraftKings Sportsbook. And what you got?
I'm looking at how many times JJ Aldrich has been taken down. 0. She was 4-0 against Courtney Casey. She took Courtney Casey down 4 times. In her loss against Sabina Mazo, she was taken down 0 times. In her win against Lauren Mueller, she was taken down once. In her loss against Macy Barber, she was taken down 0. In her win against Polyia Viana, she was taken down once. She took Danielle Taylor down once against. Yeah. So
JJ Aldrich has been doing a little bit of her own takedowns, right?
She's been taken down twice in her last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights. 8 fights.
That settles it then. I was already leaning JJ Aldrich. Now that just backed it up. And by
the way,
might be a confident parlay piece.
Down was by Lauren Miller and Polyana Viana, and she won both those fights.
Yes.
So yeah,
I like that. I like that spot, JJ Aldrich. It's a good odds too. I'm going to definitely throw her into another parlay. Already got her in one with with one of these next guys. This is the underdog fight to look out for. This is very closer, much closer than the line suggests. We've got Matt Semmelsberger, Semi the Jedi. He's the favorite here, like -2 something. Last time I checked, he's a former football player, standout. Went to Marist College, Division II football. Huge reach advantage, 8 inches, 3 inches height, but 8-inch reach advantage. He's doing pretty well. He's 4-1 his last 5 with wins over Martin Sano, round 1, 15 seconds with a right cross. Jason Witt, Vanilla Gorilla there, round 1, 16 seconds with a counter right. So that's 2 UFC caliber fighters he took out in less than 20 seconds with his right. Okay. Prior to that, though, he beat Carlson Minus in his UFC debut. He does have 1 loss, and that's to Chaos, the Ox fighter Williams, and that was by unanimous decision. So 4-1 for Matt Semmelsberger, pretty darn good, especially when 2 of those wins are coming within first 20 seconds by his right cross or right counter right. And he's fought in places like CFFC, Shogun Fights, Art of War, pretty decent. CFFC, the best regional scene that he's been on. AJ Fletcher. Now this guy, the Ghost, looks like a bodybuilder if you look at his Tapology picture. He was standout in football, soccer, and wrestling, but too short to get a scholarship. As you can see now, he's built like remember Sean Shirk? Remember that guy?
Yeah,
roided up fighter back in the day. That's who he reminds me of when I look at him. It looks like he's he's too, I don't know. But anyway, he fights out of he trains with Justin Poirier and Alan Joban down in Louisiana. That's who he trains with, Dustin Poirier and Alan Joban. He's from Louisiana, but fights in regional scenes such as Icon and Atlas Fights, both in Mississippi. He fights in a regional scene in Louisiana called AKA, I think it is. The dude is a beast. He's also, he's a submission beast. His last, I've written down last 4 fights. Could even be further than that. His last fight, Contender Series, he took the guy out with a flying knee in round 1. So you can't even tell his skill set there. But if you look at his regional scene fights before that, before the Contender Series, submitting everybody and doing it fast, doing it round 1. So let's pull up this AJ Fletcher's Tapology quick, since we're talking about it, because I want to emphasize, I know it's his UFC debut. He's a new guy, but he, look at rear naked choke, submission, head and arm choke, submission. Yeah, 4 of his past 5 wins have been by submission. The 5th win by a flying knee. Matt Semmelsberger is a striker. He's knocking people out and doing it fast and quick. But this guy, AJ Fletcher, if he gets it to the ground, he's going to take this football player and submit him. That's why I'm scared to go. My pick is going to be Semmelsberger. I think he will connect with an overhand right or something. His right is going to definitely be his right. That's his power shot where he's taking dudes out. Like Jason Witt is not, the vanilla gorilla. He's not just like I know he's journeyman, but he shouldn't be beaten 20 seconds. So I'm going to take Semmelsberger, but I'm definitely putting a hedge bet on AJ Fletcher because I think the dude can, and I think I'm going to do it by submission prop AJ Fletcher as a hedge bet. Right now he's plus 170, I'm sorry, no, he's not. He is plus 170 for AJ Fletcher, and I'm going to see by submission because that's why I think he can get it over Matt Semmelsberger. Matt Semmelsberger is not a wrestler. He played football. He doesn't have the BJJ skills as this guy Fletcher. This guy's been submitting everybody in the regional scene fast, round 1. So we're going to say Fletcher by submission is plus 550. I'm going to throw a scratch off $10 prop bet on Fletcher by submission just because. And go ahead. What you got to say about this fight, Dave?
So what's interesting here is that really the only way to beat Semi here is going to be to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
Semi's got 100%.
There's no stats on Fletcher though.
Semi's got 100%. Doesn't matter. I don't care. You're not going to stand up with fucking Semi and trade punches with him and knock him out with that bunch of a reach disadvantage.
You're right. He's not going to punch him. He's not going to stand up and punch.
No, I don't.
He's going to
care about the stat.
Take it down.
Doesn't matter.
You know why Matt Semmelsberger's got 100% takedown defense? Because he's fighting boxers. He hasn't fought anybody.
He hasn't fought anybody who can take him down, and this guy can take him down. And it's not going to be a pretty fight, guys. This is because you're not going to knock Semi out. Semi's fucking got the granite chin. So he's going to get taken down. He's going to get dominated. It's like, what's the bet on the over here, guys? Because this is where the bet is.
I have written down 1.5 rounds is it's set at, and it's minus 135 for the over.
Yeah, exactly. Minus 135. I mean, I would be comfortable going Man, I'd be comfortable going over 2. I really think that, it's going to be a takedown clinic for AJ Fletcher. Semmelsberger's, I don't see it, man. I don't see him getting knocked out. I don't see him getting finished. I don't see AJ Fletcher being able to do much when he gets Semi down. I see a really boring fight coming. It's going to be up to the judges. Is Semi going to be able to land enough punches before he gets taken down and dominated? Maybe.
What's up? No, AJ Fletcher's going to go for a submission like I just spieled out. He's got all these submissions. So you got a head and arm choke, a rear naked choke. The other ones just say submission because that's shitty of a regional scene, but still, they're submissions.
I get it.
They're all happening in the first round too, for the most part.
Yeah, so he's crushing cans in the first round, submitting him because he's got a good ground game. This is what I see. Yeah. I like the over, definitely the over minus or the over 1.5. I got minus 138. You're looking at minus 155. I got a better book than you do. Yeah, minus 138.
Actually, I'll look it up right now on Bet Online.
I got minus 138 for an over 1.5. Heavy comfortable betting that one.
Yeah, minus 1.5 is, or over 1.5 is minus 155. You're right. It was shitty.
I got minus 138. I'm happy with that. It's the best odds I'm going to get on this fight to be comfortable betting on it. Putting my money down.
All right, good. What's your pick on Tapology? Semmelsberger?
No, I'm going to go with the dog on this one, guys, because I think it's just going to be a dominant ground fight. Semmelsberger has really not fought any good ground guys. So,
yeah, I know. Right here, he's been fighting boxers.
Yeah, so AJ is going to take him down. It's the only way. It's the only way he's going to do anything. I mean, Semi is going to have to use his reach advantage to keep him at bay. It's going to last for the first round.
I don't know if Fletcher's the bigger can crusher or it's that Javid Basharat. They're both tremendous can crushers. I don't know that Javid Basharat, that one guy. What did you say his record was? 2-39. You know, so I mean, but I was looking at Fletcher's. He's got a guy that's the worst record guy he fought was 9-17. That's not that bad. He's got 9 wins. The rest are just like lower level. He fought a 10-9 guy, 2-2, 9-16. You know, at least they all have over. If they have more than 4 fights, they have over 2 wins. Unlike that guy that Basharat fought, you know. So yeah, this AJ Fletcher's definitely got a little bit better record than that Basharat guy. So you're going to take the good. You're taking the underdog. I'm taking Semi. Ooh, already max bet Fletcher. Semi pretty much towers. He does. He's huge over him. But when it comes to wrestling, that's just more your leg to grab on.
Can't throw leg kicks. Kind of takes his legs out of the equation.
Massive height and reach advantage all depends on Semi's takedown defense. Stays 100. It's not gonna. That's why I just bet Fletcher by submission plus 550. I got for propping that. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. We've got Blindado Bruno Silva taking on your contest contender, unranked contender contest pick, Alex Pereira. Yes. Well, Alex Pereira is the favorite. He should win. He's a giant compared to Bruno Silva. I thought Bruno Silva came out first in the face-offs. I'm like, oh, he's not that bad. He's pretty sizable. Then Alex Pereira came out, and yeah, I was like, wow, I guess Bruno Silva is the smaller gentleman here. Alex Pereira, one of the only people ever to carry 2 different weight class belts in Glory Kickboxing. That's a big accomplishment. I don't think anybody else in history's carried 2 belts at the same time over in Glory. He ended up losing one of them, but still he did hold both belts at the same time. He's got 4-inch height and 6-inch reach advantage over Bruno Silva. He beat in kickboxing, he beat Israel Adesanya twice, one time knocked him out, and then he beat him again by unanimous decision. The UFC is catered to this guy to want to push him forward, but he's got his hands full. Bruno Silva is on a 7-fight win streak. 22-6 of his 22 wins, 20 of them are by knockout. I guess they're saying he does have BJJ in his back pocket because he's from Brazil and Evolucao. Like, I don't know what his belt ranking is, but he has BJJ. He just never uses the shit. Never ever uses it. Always knocking people out. Just likes to throw hands. And this is what's going to happen. His pride is not going to let him take it to the ground like his brain should. His path to victory is to wrestle Alex Pereira, because Alex Pereira, that's his weakness. He has 1 loss. It was on his 5 fights and he lost to a guy by rear naked choke, Guillermo Otoni or something. So, and that was on some regional scene. But the thing is, Alex Pereira used to train out of New Jersey. Now he's up to where? Glover Teixeira MMA and Fitness. So he's working. You got to Glover Teixeira probably working on his takedown defense. With Glover up there in Connecticut. Glover Teixeira is now bringing on. He's a champ, over 40, loving life, bringing on all these fighters into his school up in Connecticut. That's the real reason I was in Connecticut yesterday. I wanted to check out Teixeira Fitness. Just kidding. Nice. I was there for work. But that would have been cool. I should have. Anyway, Alex Pereira should win this if it stays standing. And I think Bruno Silva's going to want to keep it standing because that's the way he fights. If he does have jiu-jitsu, he hasn't shown it to me. And now at 32 years old, what's going to change his fight style just to game plan to win? And you can see Bruno Silva he's an emotional fighter. Once he gets hit and hit hard, he'll want to hit back. He's not going to want to take you down and submit you, So, yeah. I'm going to go with Alex Pereira, but part of me wants to root for Bruno Silva, low-key, just because the odds are stacked against. Only Will Martin, the only capper that Will Martin's the only capper taking Bruno Silva. Everybody else is on the side of Alex Pereira. People like Johnny K, Archim MMA Analysis, Bert MMA and MMA advisors, all on the bigger Powhatan to get the job done. I think he's going to do it KO probably round 2 after Bruno Silva stands and bangs with him, comes on the losing end of that fight. So go ahead, say your spiel. I know he's your guy that you right here.
Oh my God. I'm biased.
Yeah.
You want some biased opinions? I'll give you some biased kickboxing opinions. If Bruno Silva decides to stand with this guy, he's fucked. Fucked.
You didn't take him. I thought he was one of your picks.
They picked him before I could get him. Somebody got him. Somebody snaked him on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody snaked him on me. I think it was Mbe. Anyways.
Oh, she did. Your picks are for middleweight. Your picks are Jocko and Marquez. She got Alex Pereira and Joe Quinn Buckley.
Yeah.
Good on Mbe. That's
where is my guy?
Good. I hope.
Yeah, you fucking gave her fucking a chance ahead of me, and she picked my guy. But anyways, I'm still biased.
You picked Christoph Jocko before you picked that guy. That's so whatever. Anyway, go ahead. I'm gonna go through.
Yeah, no, the kickboxing on this guy, the hype that the UFC wants him to win so bad. I'm going. This is the WWE version of the UFC. It's gonna be a good fight, but Silva, they're feeding the exact opponent that Pereira just feeds on and just loves to fucking fight. So I like it. Yeah, Silva's getting, what the fuck is that?
Finished or something. I don't know what that is.
He's getting whatever.
Educated.
Oh, really?
He's gonna school him. Alex Pereira's gonna school him. I don't know. He's getting educated, getting ed. That's a new thing. That's what kids are saying now. Oh, you're gonna get ed.
You're gonna get
okay.
Yeah, I know.
Look at Real News taking Bruno Silva by ground and pound. Interesting.
I'll take your money.
What's that?
I'll take his money.
It was the biggest size discrepancy, except for maybe Sabina Mazo and Random Maverick. There was a big discrepancy there.
Yeah.
For real. Dev the dude saying Alex lock. Yeah, Pereira looked like he was about to fight Goliath. You're right. I don't know how that dude can make weight at 185. He looks like he walks around at 220. This guy's massive. Massive.
Fucking kickboxer cutting weight for a while. He's used to this shit, and he's gonna. Oh man, fists, elbows, knees, kicks. Pereira's gonna hit him from all angles. In
Did you watch this face off, Dave? Dev said Bruno took a huge breath, like a nervous breath. I think I
You
saw
fucking
that in face-offs
no
too. I think I
shit.
noticed that as
I would
well.
too. He is walking into a fucking
Slaughter.
lion cage. I feel bad for the guy.
Oh, it was a brick emoji. Brick walled. Oh, Ray Borg. What's that? PFL or LFA? One of them? Or
Yeah, something's on tonight.
oh, the Eagle FC. All this shit's on right now.
That's the one that's on tonight. The Eagle FC is on
Diego
tonight.
Sanchez, Kevin Lee. I kind of see Kevin Lee's going to destroy him, but I kind of want to watch it. That's at 11:15. We got about an hour. Let's do it. Let's okay. So we're caught up with the chat. Me and you, everybody in the world is taking. Okay, yeah. Keep us in tune, Dave or Dev with Eagle FC. So everybody's on the side of Alex Bajada, except for Real News MMA is kind of. Did he say he's taking Bruno Silva?
I don't know. I'm not taking.
I don't know. Locked in at 160. What's the odds now for that?
Oh, I got
Bruno Silva plus 170. Alex Bajada's minus 200. I also put him in parlays. I caught him at 180. So a little bit. I caught him a little bit before the big line move.
I got him at 188 right now.
Oh, okay.
I still like him in a parlay.
Well, if by some miraculous reason Bruno Silva does come with a game plan to take it down to the ground, that would be the only way. And I don't think that's going to happen, especially watching the face-offs. I just want to see it real quick. I want to see the sigh or the nervous breath. And
I've got lots of dogs in this fight. Lots of dogs on this card.
Let me just watch this quick. Look, Bruno Silva was standing way far back too. Then he kept up. Oh yeah, and look at Alex Bajada looks like he's got that thick coral necklace with that huge shark tooth at the end. That shit went out in the 80s, but still he's bringing it back. What is coral? Is that a bone necklace? Not even coral. I think it's bone. It's like a bone necklace with a big ass. That's like not even a shark tooth. That's like a killer whale tooth. That shit's beefy. It's like big. It's big as your thumb. That tooth that's on that coral reef necklace. He's got a whole coral reef around his neck. The face-offs. Unbelievable.
I've got so many cracks on my finger that doesn't work on my iPhone anymore.
What? Oh, really?
Dude, I still have fucking 10-foot high snowbanks outside. It's fucking snowed like 5 centimeters today, 10 centimeters today. Fuck me. I'm done with winter.
Okay.
I shouldn't. Anyways.
Let's move along.
You got 6 dogs. I got, man, Stefan Ntukwi's a dog. Sabina Maslow's a dog. Trevin Jones a dog. JJ Aldrich is a dog. AJ Fletcher is a dog. Khalil Roundtree's a dog. I got lots of dogs too, homie. I got lots of dogs.
You know, talking about this Bruno Silva, Will Martin did bet him. And Will Martin is very sharp. He's a very sharp predictor. 10 fights, only 1 dog for Bellator. I didn't even really look at the Bellator thing yet. Fight card. Oh, Irwin Rivera won over Eagle FC. Yeah, that's a thing. Bruno is seasoned, and Alex Pereira, but just the size difference. And Alex Pereira might be unseasoned as MMA, but his kickboxing he's held 2 belts in Glory Kickboxing. I don't know what his full record is, but he's knocked out Israel Adesanya, beat him twice. you know, he's got definitely credentials in kickboxing, and Bruno Silva is going to keep it standing because he's too proud to take it down to the ground where he should. So that's why I'm taking Alex Pereira. Lock it in. All right, let's move on to the next fight. What you got?
I think my dog is dead. Yeah.
No, he's too young to be dead. Okay, next we have this one. Drew Dober taking on Terrence T-Rex McKinney. Terrence McKinney coming off that win like a week or two ago. Was it last week or the week before? Oh, excuse me. Against Faraz Ziam, where rear naked choked him round one, showing his what's that? Last week?
Last week.
Yeah, I know. Quick turnaround. But you know what? I think he's riding that momentum. He's riding that energy from that win. He didn't take any damage at all in that fight.
No.
And he's still riding high from that. 12-3. Terrence McKinney is he knocked out the steamroller Favola in 7 seconds. Fantastic. He's on a 5-fight win streak. He's really turned it around. Last time he's lost was Derek Minner on a Midwest Championship regional scene when he was going for that's a Nebraska regional scene. He was going for the belt in that scene. Midwest Championship Fighting, I think it's called. But Derek Minner happened to get the triangle choke on him in round one. He made his pro debut in 2017. He's got 4-inch reach advantage and 2-inch height. So Terrence McKinney is slightly bigger. I noticed that in the face-offs too. Kind of awkward, slightly cringy. There was a very awkward face-off. They didn't know if they wanted to fist bump, shake, or they just hug it. And so Terrence McKinney just leaned in for a hug and gave him a pat on the back hug. And Drew Dober was all laughing with his robotic jawline, his very actor-like jawline, you know. Oh, it was corny. It was weird, a little cringy. Anyway, Terrence McKinney, though, listen to this. A 2-time FILA All-American in high school wrestling. 2-time FILA representative. He was getting like FILA sneakers and shit when he was. If you're All-American, FILA All-American, you get like a few things for your wrestling, and you get put in a magazine and all this shit. So it's a big thing to be a FILA All-American. He was twice. Then he was an Olympic hopeful for the Olympics, and he's a junior national college wrestling champion, national champ. He is coming in short notice for Ricky Glenn. Ricky Glenn would have been handled by Drew Dober, but now Drew Dober, I don't know if he's going to. I'm taking Terrence McKinney for the victory here against the favorite, Drew Dober. Drew Dober is coming off of 2 losses. I know they're against good guys, Brad Riddell and Islam Makhachev. Well, you can't take nothing from those losses. But he's double-digit losses, 23-11 is his record. He does have decent wins. He's beat Nasrat Haqparast in round 1 knockout, beat Alexander the Great Hernandez, TKO round 2. So he does have very good experience. His pro debut is 2009. UFC debut 2014. Definitely has the experience advantage here. But I'm going to go with Terrence McKinney still riding off the glory from that last win, just riding that momentum. And I think he's going to get the win here by submission. I think he's going to submit him. What do you got to say about this?
I don't want to pick another dog, but I'm picking another dog. I can't believe it. Terrence McKinney, I get a short notice. He fought last week. He looked really good, though. And I think Drew Dober's in over his head. I mean, I get it. He's coming off 2 losses. He's hungry. I wish I had contract information on this guy, but I don't. His last win was over a couple of years ago against Alex Hernandez, which not very impressive. Yeah, he beat Nasrat, but that was a long time ago. We're talking over 2 years ago. And before that, nothing much. So I mean, I see like maybe one decent fight in the last couple of years. I don't want to fade him, but damn, Terrence McKinney looks good. And Terrence McKinney's on a streak, and he's been busy. And he has no problem being busy. I mean, he has what 5 fights in the last year. Yeah, I'm gonna lean Terrence on another dog. I'm leaning Terrence on this one.
I'm with you.
I don't know.
I like.
This is my 7th dog.
Wow, really? I
Yeah.
haven't been keeping count.
Well, I've got.
I think, but
Yeah, I've got McKinney. I've got AJ Fletcher. I've got JJ Aldrich. I've got Trevin Jones. I've got Damon Jackson. I've got Mazzo. And I've got Tafon Nachukwi. Like, I've got all dogs going. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Mind you, at least the last 3 fights, I'm picking the favorites. But, man, I don't know about this card, man. I'm either going to be a fucking genius or I'm going to be a fucking loser.
if you bet them all, you're gonna be in money. I did a full
right now.
Like my all my underdog pick parlay. I think I got 7 also on this card. I'm gonna go through it just again.
Dogs before.
This will be fight of the night too. I think Terrence McKinney, Drew Dober. Let's see.
And I'm not betting the Guido Canetti Chris Mortino fight because I'm not confident on Chris that much. So I'm skipping that fight. But yeah, it's ugly.
I just don't see like Terrence McKinney. Drew Dober's got to overcome I think Terrence McKinney has great wrestling. Junior college national champ, just because he didn't get into a better school. That's, I mean, FILA All-American, Olympic hopeful, coming off that recent win. I know Drew Dober does have the experience, and plus he got the size over Drew Dober too. But a lot of these guys are leaning toward Dober on the chat. And they're saying Terrence on the hype train, but I don't know. I'm going with T-Rex as well. So at least we're in agreement. Me and you are in agreement, so that's good. So because I'm going to make our full agreed parlay too, which is going to be a good one. Let's move up. Next we have light heavyweight fight between the Warhorse, Khalil Roundtree, and Baby K, Carl Robertson.
I'm putting in a 13 fight parlay for $2 to pay me off 20,000.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, good for you. I didn't get that type of odds. I have a lot of favorites though that you don't. So, next we have Khalil Roundtree and Carl Roberson. This is an interesting fight because they're both the same. They have the same initials, pretty much the same record, like 9-4, 9-5 respectively. Same age, 31, 32, same height, same reach. A lot of the same shit except for Khalil Rountree's got knockout power where Carl Roberson really doesn't, and Carl Roberson's got a little bit of ground game which Khalil Roundtree does not. So there's ways both these guys can win. Carl Roberson though, he's coming up from middleweight, which I think that's gonna so he's gonna be Khalil Roundtree have a strength advantage and size advantage, I imagine. But I looked at their face-offs, and it was kind of evenly matched up, I want to say. Let me see. It's right here. Roberson came out in the face-offs first. Seemed all right. Oh, look at Khalil Roundtree came out with his chest puffed up, and then he took a breath when he stepped up to face off. But he did when he first came out, his chest was puffed out. And right now he's flexing a little bit. Yeah, he's breathing real hard. I don't know. He's like pumping he's flexing his chest out. And then I press pause, and Khalil Roundtree is definitely the stronger looking guy. He's thicker, all his muscles are thicker, biceps, chest, pecs, abs, all that shit. And he's looking intense. Carl Roberson's trying to reach out as he can for a handshake. Handshake's made, and they move out of screen. But here's the thing, Carl Roberson does have a little bit of ground game. He's training with Corey Anderson over at Nick Cantone MMA. Khalil Rountree's training at, I think, Syndicate. I'm unsure, but I want to say he's out of Syndicate. I'm going to talk about their most recent 5. Khalil Rountree coming off a win against Modestas Bukalkas. Before that, lost to Marcin Prachnio. Then he lost to Ion Kutalaba. That was a bad loss. Kutalaba got him elbows from the mount in round 1. Prior to that, he beat Alabama football star Eric "Ya Boy" Anders, and he lost to Johnny Walker, who a lot of people are. But that was the Johnny Walker when Johnny Walker was doing the spinning shit and was fun and exciting before SBG Ireland. So that's Khalil Rountree's last 5. 2 and 3 in his last 5. Just Carl Roberson, 2 and 3 in his last 5 as well. Coming off loss to Brendan Allen. Heel hook, round 1. I don't even know why you're trying to mess around with heel hooks down there. You're not that good on the ground. You're just decent on the ground, Carl Roberson. Before that, rear naked choke by Marvin Vittori, round 1. Another submission playing on the ground. But Khalil Rountree's not going to submit you. So this is your path to victory, buddy. He beat Roma Kopilov, rear naked choke, round 3. He beat Wellington Turman, split decision. And he lost to Glover Teixeira, arm triangle, round 1. That's his last 5. Very close fight, no matter how you look at it. Khalil Rountree's got the knockout power and the strength, but Carl Roberson's got that little bit of a submission game in his back pocket. If it goes to the ground, I'm going to have to go with the Carl Roberson side of this. I think cardio, too, Carl Roberson might have a little bit of an edge when it comes to cardio in the later rounds. So if Khalil Rountree doesn't knock him out in round 1, I got Roberson winning by decision. What's your take on this fight?
Oh, shit. Hang on a second. I just got locked out of my heading. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. All right, Khalil Rountree. See, now this is my problem. I hate Khalil Rountree. I really do, with a passion, and it fucking drives me nuts. Like I lost money against him when he beat Modestas. It fucking drove me nuts. I bet for him against his last loss against Marcin Preciado. So the motherfucker has lost me God knows how much money. I did for some reason bet against Jan Kudalaba or bet for Jan Kudalaba. So I mean, at least that was good a couple years ago. But still, I've lost more money on this guy, but I still think he's a solid fighter. This fight is at light heavyweight. Carl Robinson's a middleweight fighter. So he's not fighting in his weight class. I'm going to pick Khalil on this one, especially because, I mean, Carl Robinson's coming off of 2 losses and fighting in a different weight class. Too much changes for me. So
Khalil is not more well-rounded. He has 0 submissions.
Yeah, he is. I fucking hate him.
No, he's not. Carl Robeson's more well-rounded. Carl Robeson's got submission wins. For sure. I think Carl Robeson's more well-rounded, if anything. Ray Borg won over Eagle. Yeah, which version of Carl are you going to get, too? Oh, last fight on his contract. I'm surprised you didn't point that out.
Oh, where are we at? For who?
Carl Roberson. Yes, exactly 2 cents. Rountree, no ground game compared to Roberson. That's why I'm taking Carl Roberson.
Where are we at here? 1, 2, 3 after series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't. Are we sure this is his last fight on his contract?
That's what someone said.
Doesn't line up
right here. Bonky Key, last fight.
Doesn't line up.
Huh.
I see him with one more fight on his contract, but I can check it out. Give me a second. Jesus Christ, you fucking make me work. I've been drinking too much for this.
You're fine.
Hey, keep going. I will get back to you.
Yeah, I'm still going through chat. Better striker. Khalil looked terrible on the feet against Chinny Jobber and Prochnio. Modestus not UFC level. I got both sides. Some half taking Khalil, half taking Carl. I agree with you. That's a wrong statement. Khalil Rountree definitely not more well-rounded. I think he's a fish on the ground. Oh, James Young, because he's got the selfie. I think Carl Roberson's got the better gas tank also. Khalil Rountree's got more muscle. Need more oxygen to feed more blood to feed that. I don't think contracts has anything to do with who wins. I don't know, man. If you want to, it's a kind of a motivation, extra motivation. If it's the last fight in a contract, and you want to get an extended contract, you have to. If Carl Roberson's last fight in his contract, he wants to extend that. He needs this win. If he loses, he's cut. That's the difference when it comes to the last fight in a contract.
So, from what I can see, just if you guys even fucking care, he got a 3-fight contract after winning the UFC Dana White's Contender Series, and then he signed another 3, and then he signed another 3. Oh, you're right. He is on his last fight.
There it is. The chat knows. The chat knows.
That's 3 3-fight contracts. So yeah, that's it. This is his last fight on his contract. Well done, whoever picked that up.
Dev, well-rounded means good on the ground and on the feet or anywhere the fight goes. That's the definition of well-rounded.
So the question is, after 2 fights or after 2 losses against Brendan Allen and Martin Vettori, is he cashing out on his last fight or is he trying to make a comeback? And Khalil Rountree, I fucking hate, would not surprise me if Khalil Rountree fucking took a loss on this one. God damn it. I hate Khalil Rountree.
I'm taking Carl Roberson. I'm taking that dude. I'm taking Baby K all day. He's going to get it done by decision using his more well-rounded ground game to get, and plus his better cardio. The only thing Khalil Rountree has over him is strength and KO punch power. But I don't see Carl Roberson. Like I said, look at his losses. They're all by submissions. Khalil Rountree is not going to submit this dude. He's not going to submit him. That's why Carl Roberson's going to win this, cash it in. So anyway, I'll t-shirt bet you this one too. You want?
No.
Okay, good. Let's introduce the next fight. I have to go get another Modelo. Alex Caceres, Sadiq Youssef. Go ahead, give a little intro.
Ooh, this is a fun fight. Alex Caceres, Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres. Oh, I kind of like this guy. Ranked number 23, coming off of a whole bunch of wins off of Si Young Woo Choi, Kevin Kroom, Austin Springer, Chase Hooper, Steven Peterson. I guess Steven Peterson is not much of a fucking name. Mind you, Alex Caceres does have a 19-12 record coming up against Yodik Yusuf, coming off of a loss against Arnold Allen. That was last year. He did beat Andre Fili. He has beat Gabriel Benitez, Sherman Moraes, Schumann Kotman. I hate to say it, guys. Sadiq's going to win this fight. Anyways, another Nigerian. Whew. All right, bud.
Training out of Lloyd Irving, though. That's a good thing for Sadiq Youssef.
Oh,
I like Lloyd Irving.
I'm all over.
But, Alex Caceres, interesting enough. He's on that this 5-fight win streak, right? When he turned it around? When he opened up his own gym called the Hidden Lotus. I looked at the website for the Hidden Lotus gym. That's where he's the owner in Miami, Florida. And it's great because it shows, you open the website, it has a picture of him with the big fro throwing a punch. And then it says something like wisdom, Zen, balance, or it has like all this like Buddhist or like kind of like the mantra type hokey pokey, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you know what I'm talking about. For us Caceres, the Bruce Leroy, he's got like this meditation, Zen Buddhism type of feel to his gym. But he's been on a 5-fight win streak since he opened the shit. He beat Stephen Ocho Peterson first. Then he went on to beat Chase Hooper, BJJ kid, literally kid. He beat Austin Springer, rear naked choke, beat Kevin Kroom, jobber. He surprised.
Can we stop this for a second?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Kevin Kroom sucks. Austin Springer sucks. Chase Hooper sucks. I think I could beat Peterson. I think I could beat Stephen Peterson. I'm just
maybe. I don't think you can beat Sung Woo Choi though.
There is the
I
only
don't think you can beat Sung Woo Choi.
The only person on that pedigree you can talk about is Sung Woo Choi. The only person on that pedigree.
And the thing is, Sung Woo Choi rocked him in the first round, and I was like, oh, this is money in the bank. I'd pick Sung Woo Choi, but then Bruce Leroy, that second round, he got the backpack on your backpack, got the backpack, body lock, body triangle, got the rear naked choke on Sung Woo Choi. And the thing is, Alex Caceres, aside from these MMA fights, he's been racking up the submission what's it called? Underground. He's been doing grappling and winning. He did a submission underground with a lot of other UFC fighters in Philadelphia, and he went against a good BJJ dude and beat him. Let me see. I'm gonna open up his Tapology quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Eddie Torres.
Yusuf has such a better pedigree of fighters that he's fought against. It's not even comparable.
I know. So Sadiq Youssef should win. He's got the more power. I think his stand up is better. He goes to Team Lloyd Irving, so he's got some BJJ skills. Let's talk about his last. He beat Andre Fili, but Andre Fili, a lot of people beat him. He beat Mowgli, Gabriel Benitez, ground and pound round one. That was a good one, but Mowgli not the best. Sherman Moraes beat him. Suman Mokhtarian in his UFC debut took care of him, knockout round one. I mean, the dude's definitely should win this because he's only lost. He's 11-2. He's only so. And Alex Caceres got double-digit losses, but I'm not confident in taking him. I already have him in one parlay, but I think I might take Alex Caceres, prop bet, sub, hedge bet him, scratch off hedge bet on Alex Caceres by sub because the dude he's found a new wave of life. He's got the Hidden Lotus, and he's doing submission underground grappling and winning. And he backpacked Sung Woo Choi. I don't know. I think he's found his niche. He's found his way around. I think he's going to use jiu-jitsu. He beat Chase Hooper, Chase Hooper's a one-trick pony. He's like a Ryan Hall Jr., Chase Hooper is. Come on, come roll around the ground with me. Come on. That's what he does, just like your boy Ryan Hall, the Wizard. Alex Caceres beat the dude. He played his game and beat him. I think he might get a submission here. And at plus 1,000, I think it is. Last time I checked, I'm going to make the bet right now. My pick is going to be Sodiq Yusuff for Tapology contest pick, where there's no money, no value. But when it comes to betting, right now, Alex Caceres money line plus 212. And I'm going to find out what he's at. Alex Caceres by submission plus 700. That's worth $10. $10 make me 70 if Alex Caceres wins by submission. Place bet. Sodiq Yusuff, a striker. I know he's got the Lloyd Irving BJJ, but still. What's his losses? He lost by decision. He lost another one too, right? He lost by he got slammed and punches in Titan FC. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, we're both taking the side of Sodiq Yusuff. It's a trap. Let's see let's catch up with the chat anyway.
All right, I'll be right.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna start here. Okay, no, goes up way up. All right. Bruce Leroy. Alex Caceres via submission. That's right, buddy. 6-fight win streak. Yes, I'm with you. Oriental. And Oriental that's a rug is Oriental. People aren't Oriental. We don't call white people Occidental. That would be the opposite of Oriental. That's European descent. Oriental's Asian descent. But okay, trained by the masters. Yusuff looked rough today. Alex finds a way, bro. Hooper doesn't suck. He's just young. And he can't strike either. So he's a one-trick pony. I don't want to play Sodiq at this line, but with this pressure, he should be able to win off the activity. Yep. About batters. Bruce Leroy is an OG. He is. I'm with Bong Kiki. I don't know what Bong Kiki said. What did he say? Got robbed. He should have knocked Marcin out. Oh, that's the other fight. Okay.
Everyone in the chat better join the Tapology.
What's that? Yeah. A lot of people in the chat are taking Alex Caceres.
Hey, baby, you okay?
The meat eater will win. That's Sodiq Yusuff, I would imagine.
Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, come here. Come say hi to the folks. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This thing is huge. Hi, buddy.
Oh yeah, she's getting large.
It's fucking heavy and sleepy.
Plus money. Yusuff decision lock.
Go back to bed. Go back on the couch.
Okay.
So,
night, Luna. So my pick for Tapology is going to be Yusuff by decision, but my bet I just made, I took Alex Caceres by sub prop plus 700. I don't know. Somebody in the chat said they got him at 1,100. Ooh, Diego Sanchez, Kevin Lee are next. What is that? Is that on YouTube? Or that's on that one special app, the F1 app or something. F1, I got it too. Let me open that sucker up real quick. I want to see, kind of put the fight in the background as we're talking. What's it called? Oh man. Eagle FC. FLX Cast. There it is. All right, Dave, why don't you talk about? Why don't you? We already covered co-main and main last night, but go ahead, introduce. I gotta find this fight real quick.
That's what I'm trying to do. All right, Marlon Moraes versus Yadong Song co-main event. 3-round fight. Poor Marlon Moraes coming off of the 3 losses against Merab Dashvili. Thank you. Rob Font. And Corey Sandhagen. Oh, man. His last fight was against Jose Aldo, which was, you know what, over 2 years ago when Jose Aldo was not in his prime. I know I said this yesterday and you fucking got mad at me, but I don't care. Jose Aldo is not in his prime.
I know.
So, like, the guy hasn't won a proper fight in 3 years. 3 years. And they're going to feed him to the fucking Kung Fu Monkey. Kung Fu Monkey coming off of a couple wins over some decent fighters. Julio Arce, not so bad. Not great, but not bad. And also Casey Kenny. But, I mean, those – and you got to realize that was 3 months ago, and then before that was 3 months. So the guy is on kind of a 3-month kind of fight. He's staying busy. He's going hard. Morales fought, 6 months ago? I'm going with the busier Kung Fu Monkey all day, every day. I guess he's the heavy favorite. He is the younger guy. He is the taller guy. He has the reach advantage. He's fighting out a team alpha male. What more do you want me to say for this guy? I can't say more. I think he's gonna knock him out. He might do it within distance.
Yeah, that's how I got it going. I'm picking Yadong Song to get it done within distance.
Good job.
I'm gonna say round 2. Round 2 or round 3.
Popping him. Simple Man's I got the dog. I'm impressed. I like it, Simple Man. Well done. I think you lose your money, but that's okay.
All right. Fight didn't start yet. It's just you got Khabib up there being media guy. Okay, so yeah, I think as we said last night in that drunken stupor I was in, Marlon Moraes, he's got 1 round to get it done. If he doesn't get it done in round 1, then he's not going to get it done, and he's not going to get it done because Yadong Song is going to take whatever Marlon Moraes can serve him in round 1 and eat it happily. Yadong Song's been doing wushu karate since age of 10. He won a gold medal in wushu at the age of 12. He's got the performance of the night twice. He's got fight of the night twice. Marlon Moraes, though, started Muay Thai age 7, BJJ age 15, teenager, nothing great there. He is a black belt in both. He's also had performance of the night 3 times against people like Aljamain Sterling, Rafael Sansao, and Jimmy Rivera. But this was the Marlon Moraes of old. He's not the same Marlon Moraes. He's lost a step. He's lost some cardio. Now he's just kind of pretty much a round 1 or bust fighter in my eyes. And Yadong Song is not going to get taken care of in round 1. He's got very good durability. I think Yadong Song is going to turn on in round 2 or 3 and get within distance TKO. There you go.
Same.
Easy.
Ditto.
Yep. We like I said, we covered this last night. So then move on to the main event. We got the light heavyweight fight. This is also heavily one-sided. Yeah. Ain't nobody in the world taking Thiago Santos except for Yana Kunitskaya, and that's only because she has to, because she's married to the guy. Otherwise, I think she'd probably be taking Ankalaev too if she usually had to use her head. But Diego Santos, he got bad legs. He's got something with his knees. He's like he had them surgically or something. He had some problems with his legs. I forgot what they were, but a few different cappers said it. I think it's ACL, MCL.
The application? Is it the code?
What are you
The
doing?
network? New Relic knows. Up your observability.
Put mute on that.
That was me?
Yeah, that was you.
God was talking to me.
What are you looking at?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Was that me? No, it's your upstairs neighbor. That's you.
Good. What window did I close?
Yeah, look at Moraes has a cardio body, not muscle bound, made weight easy, no uppercut, more chinny, more gassing out. Correct. Oh, Nick Alexander, Moraes 2.0 lock fire.
All right.
But nah, I think I'm going with the Chinese, going with Yadong Song. I don't think it's going to go to decision, though. If it does, then look out, because judges do not like Chinese.
Nope.
When it comes to decisions. Oh, now they got the little pre-fight. They got Diego Sanchez out there. Who was that guy that he was messing around with? That his boyfriend / training guy. What was his name?
I don't know. Message me the link, please.
To what?
The fucking
FLX
stream?
Cast?
Yeah.
You have to download the app.
Oh.
Did you do it before? Did you watch Eagle FC before?
No. Oh, that's good shit. All right, never mind. I'm not going to download the app. It's all good. I don't care about Diego Sanchez that much. Poor fucking guy. Can you wear a helmet? Poor guy should wear a helmet in the ring.
He's like a plus 1,100 or something. Or Kevin Lee's like a minus 2,000. I checked the odds. It's just, yeah. Oh, it went up. Kevin Lee's a minus 3,300. $3,300. Minus 3,300. Diego Sanchez plus 1,400. Really? He's not the nightmare anymore. He's more like the dream. It's like, I don't know. He's just Diego Sanchez. Oh, look, there's Triple C, Henry Cejudo, and Kamaru Usman. Look at they're all out here. Chael Sonnen. Good on the Eagle FC. All right.
Gotta support the guy.
What's that?
You gotta support Khabib, man.
Oh, of course. He just went into the Hall of Fame. Oh, no big deal. Pretty much. He was more pissed off at Tim Elliott cheating. against William Beckhoff.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's right. Oh, look at Yana Kuska has taken Ankalev, first round knockout. she would know. I think she put money on him too. Diego has a win over Pereira. The Alex Pereira? No, he's got maybe Michelle Pereira. I'm just gonna have it in the background anyway. But so now we have to talk about our most confident picks with value.
Shit.
Went through every fight on the card. This is everybody's on Ankalaev, or yeah, right? Everybody. There's, like I said yesterday, ain't nobody in the world picking Thiago Santos with his broke ass knees. So let's. I'm gonna go through and circle. I'm gonna mark every one that we agree upon. Okay, You're taking Nchukwi. I'm taking Mirzakhanov. Okay, no agree there. We're both taking Chris Moutinho. You're not confident though, but we are taking him, right?
Yep.
You're taking Dolce Lunguiambula. We have a T-shirt bet. I'm taking Cody Brundage.
Yep.
You're taking Sabina Mazo. I'm hedge betting her, but my pick is going to marry Miranda Maverick, but I'm not putting her in a parlay.
No parlays.
You're taking Damon Jackson.
Yep.
I'm taking Kamala Kirk. So we're different there. We're both taking Trevin Jones. 5-star Trevin Jones against Javid Basharat.
Underdog.
Right?
Taking the dog.
That's an underdog. I already got it starred. That one's going on the parlay. Put value in our parlay. Then we're both taking JJ Aldrich over Jillian Robertson, right?
Underdog. Woof woof.
Yep, another dog. I'm taking Matt Summersberger. Are you taking AJ Fletcher?
I'm split, not betting it. Pass.
Okay. Then we're both taking Alex Bejeda. He's under 200, so he might be a parlay leg. He might be a leg. We're both taking underdog Terrence McKinney.
Yep.
Put a star on that one.
Dogs here. This is horrible.
We're split on Roundtree and Roberson. You're taking Roundtree. I'm taking Roberson.
I'm not betting that fight either.
And we're both taking Yusuf, but I'm not betting it because I'm betting Alex Caceres by sub, actually. We're both taking Yadong Song, but his value is minus 240, so there's nothing. And Ankalaev is also another one that's too wide. So we've got just Terrence McKinney, JJ Aldrich, and Trevin Jones, I guess, are only three that that we're confident, because Chris Matino, that's not a bet for you, right? Or do you want to put that as a bet? You want to put Chris Matino in a parlay? He's minus 140. That's decent value.
Yeah, I'm good with that. He's my pick.
All right, so let me see. Bet online. Josh Labia. That was that guy's name. Yeah. If you go gay for pay like Sanchez did with Labia, OnlyFans, you lose me. Okay. How is Ankalaev? Yeah, good question. I don't know. Just out of, I guess, respect, Thiago Santos. Been in the business for a while.
There's 3 dogs in our parlay.
Good.
McKinney's a dog. Is a dog. Jones is a dog. The only favorite is the Chris Matino fight.
Good. We're gonna make a 4-legger or see what it comes out. I'm doing it right now.
I got plus 1912.
Matino, Aldrich.
Even a $10 bet makes me 200.
McKinney and who's the the Trevin Jones. I like it. All 4 of those parlayed together. Will pay out, drum roll, 100 plus 1,630. So I'm gonna put a full unit, which is $20 for me because I'm not a high roller. I put $20 on it, and that will pay out $326 for a 4-leg parlay. I like it. I might even, you know what? I'm going to put it in a round robin. Oh, here comes Kevin Lee.
Oh,
their walkout is like, what? Go ahead.
I just got 10 free credits. So if I make a free, I can use my fucking.
Oh, you got a promotion?
To make $191 on that parlay.
There you go. Promotion it.
That didn't even cost me any money.
I'm going to put it in a round robin. Try to anyway. Might have to do it in the morning. Sometimes they don't like to do that stuff early for some reason. It's weird. What was the other one? Trevor Jones. Keep forgetting about that one. Okay, Harley and Robin. So Robin, I'm gonna say we're gonna make combinations of 2s and 3s because they're all good value. They're all underdogs. So those I'm gonna put $10. That's 10 bets. If different combinations of 2 and 3 leg parlays be with those 4 fighters, $10 a pop. That's $100. Place. Oh man, should I? Yeah, place bet. Okay, I can win. If they all win, I will cash $657 on my $110 round robin and parlay, of course.
Good luck. Good luck.
It worked out. It paid for me last week. It worked out.
What?
You're agreed on the same picks. These are combined. Huh? Good luck to you as well, Dave.
I'm putting the bet in.
You made it too, right?
Yeah.
How much you bet? How much
$30.
did you bet? There you go. What's that pay out for you?
$226.68.
Very good.
I put on a 2-team parlay on all 4. I was chicken. So that money will definitely come in. I'm not worried.
I hope they all win, all 4 of them. Then I'll bank, and I'll post it all over Instagram, and people will like it, and I will get a couple more followers and subscribers. Okay, and they're right now they're calling out they're announcing Kevin Lee. I will post it here. Hoo-wee. There we go. Yeah, that's great that we have all underdogs on our, except for Motino.
Scares me. Now I'm betting I'm betting all my favorites just for fun. Pereira, Sodiq Yusuff, Song, and Ankalaev. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, I get it. Plus 245 on a 4-fight, very heavy favorite.
Okay. There's our 4-fight parlay. Bet $20, you win 326 with Chris Mutino, JJ Aldrich, Terrence McKinney, and Trevin Jones. There you have it. 3 underdogs on that parlay. I like it. I should have put money on it. I should have propped this Kevin Lee. Yeah, Kevin Lee's keeping Diego Sanchez on the back foot. Diego Sanchez looking a little light in the loafers, a little jumpy. Kevin Lee's marching in like a plotting fighter. Okay, Roberson. I don't trust she could sub JJ. I don't trust Maverick. She's slow, stiff. Yep. Dev wants to know why you're taking Tafan and Chukwi.
He's going to knock him out.
I don't think so. Mirzakanov's the real deal. Sambo, master of sport. Okay, so I think that just about wraps everything up, right? You want to make any more prop bets or something?
I'm fucking wasting money.
Yeah, me too. I just bet out a bunch, so I know I'm watching that too. Diego is gassed right now. Right, it probably stopped right here. Kevin Lee is on top, landing punches. Oh, now he's gonna throw him in a guillotine. It's Diego Sanchez is like it's in a weird position. His back's against the cage, but he's on his ass, legs out front. Oh, here comes Kevin Lee pulling the guillotine. Bad spot indeed for Diego Sanchez. This is garbage. Not even watch it. I just let it play. So, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. I do also have other bets as I'm looking here for basketball. Take Villanova to cover 3 against Connecticut. Take Wyoming plus 2.5 over Boise State. I got this in a parlay, and North Carolina Central over Copeland State. Parlay that, it pays out plus 615. It's a good one. I did it already. It's in there. I did some. Oh, look at these stupid. I took Alex Caceres by submission plus 700. I took AJ Fletcher by submission plus 550. Took Sabina Mazzo on her own money line plus 266. Then I have all sorts of crazy parlays. But anyway, Dave, thanks for tuning in for the stream. Chat, you guys are the ones that keep me doing this every Friday. I love it. I like the time in here. It's fun. Every time it's fun. So good luck on your bets, guys, tomorrow. And yeah. Tomorrow, Dev the Dude will be going live on Cell's page. I might hang out. I'm not sure what my plans are tomorrow, but probably, why not? I always do well when I watch the fights with Dev. He gets mad, but I do well. So, all right, Dave. Thanks. Good luck, and I'll probably see you next week. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Later.
All right, guys. Have a good night.